All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back, and we're continuing with the Armored Core 100% grind. Where I left off, I had kind of just started Silent Line, and generally my plan for it was to clear the campaign and then go from there when it comes to, you know, hidden parts, stuff like that. From what I understand, it seems like I'm gonna need to mostly get S ranks in this game's campaign. Wow, that one had a snap to it. Anyway, in order to totally clear it. So, yeah. It's not that it's literally required for 100%, to my understanding. I don't think I need to get all S ranks. But I think what it was just like, what's it called? The hidden parts. Most of them are apparently rewarded for S ranks in this game, meaning that I kind of need to do them. Is the game quiet? Or is that because the game seems quiet? And I think that's... Didn't we turn... Yeah, we did. I was like, didn't I turn my volume down on PCSX2 the other day for Ace Combat 4 just a little bit? It's probably also because I was listening to music not so long ago. I'm sorry, what's in my left hand? And my right hand, for that matter. Okay, I threw on a bazooka and a howitzer at some point. I now remember this. I had completely forgotten about it before. But yeah, I did do that, didn't I? Hello, Daniel. And Lego, and Dreammaster, and Rymus. Hello. Merry Christmas Eve? It's not Christmas yet. Although, for everyone in Europe, it's got to be getting close to being Christmas, right? And if you're overseas on the other side, I think it is Christmas. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, it is Christmas. This game is not quiet, it's silent. Ha, ha, ha. It's not that hard to emulate them. The PS2 games aren't so bad. 3.5 is probably the worst group of them to emulate. But it's generally not too bad, no.
Deteriorating rapidly. Immediate intervention is requested.
Oh.
Due to the facility's importance to our ongoing operations, a well-defended security perimeter is in place. However, repeated attacks during recent weeks have taken their toll.
Okay.
The rate at which security elements are being destroyed far outpaces our ability to replace them. Maintaining an effective perimeter around the airport has become extremely difficult. In an effort to counter this problem and reinforce our position, we've resorted to employing a Raven as added security during key transport operations.
Like me?
To this end, we'd like you to protect one of our transports en route to the airport for a scheduled refueling stop. The shipment of newly developed AC parts it carries must not be intercepted.
That seems simple enough. I think Gen 4 and 5 are the worst. 4 is... I didn't have many problems with 4, personally. 5 was an absolute nightmare. Like, unless you are really dedicated to it, I honestly don't recommend that most people even put in the effort. Because it took me, like, 6 hours to get it working properly. And even then, there were still some issues.
This is Alpha Leader.
But Christmas for me in 3.5 hours. Christmas is close for some.
Remember,
The transport takes priority. Fire at your discretion.
Wait a second.
Roger.
Are you saying that it'll be Christmas for you when stream ends? Oh. Oh, I forgot about this. I forgot that they... Oh god. I forgot that there was an actual, like, cockpit mode in Silent Line and I was screwing around with it. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That caught me a little off guard. It's working fine so far. We in Europe clearly live in the future. Well, in Japan, it's already 3 hours into Christmas. They're really living in the future.
This is Skyguard. We're touching
I'm gonna need to not be in cockpit mode. It's fun, but it doesn't feel right. I think that I said I might do the whole game in it just because it's the only Armored Core game to have it. I take it back. After the jarring wake-up call that this was, I think I'm gonna disable it again. Found the FPS cheat. It's not even a cheat in Silent Line. They just have it in the menu. Which is so weird. Just because it's the only one where they did this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's a little... There. It's a little more wonky this way. It can generally get the job done. There we go. One of them slipped past. What am I hitting? Oh, that. Whatever that is. Oh, I just shot my friend. I meant to do that. I got this. That was a happy little accident. Bob Ross style. Jesus. Maybe I want my machine gun back. Maybe. Maybe I'll keep the howitzer.
Refueling complete.
Was to help CRTs have a sharper image. I don't know, man, but those weird blur effects are really bad. Like, really, really bad.
Sorry.
They just look awful if you're not on a CRT.
Thanks, Raven.
The Tide fans over. Namco commissioned a Game Boy Advance game. Kind of.
Objective achieved. System switch to normal mode.
It's in first person. Do you guys like it? Nah. Okay, we're taking it out forever. Honestly, I had no idea that this was even in the game until chat told me about it last stream. Because it kind of is just there in the menu. And the only circumstance you'll ever see it in, right, is if you go to actually customize the cockpit view, then you get this, right? It's the only time that you would ever find it. So because I was always just using like the default HUD stuff when playing these games, Remnants Enemy. Good translation on that one. It's supposed to say remaining enemy. It even says remaining at the bottom. Okay, Remnants Enemy. Yeah, I never messed with any of this. So I just never knew that there was a cockpit view. I could change the color. Just to spice things up. Although I don't really know what I would change it to. Sort of looks helpful, but it eats up space. Yeah, it's just a lot of it, like, it's not there because it doesn't need to be there. And hold on, I bet if you turn them all on, yeah, it becomes like the Ubisoft HUD meme. Hold on, do you guys know what I'm talking about? Who knows what I'm talking about when I say the Ubisoft HUD meme? I'm pulling it up. It was when Elden Ring came out. There was a game journalist. I don't remember which publication it was. But a reviewer said, like, there's not enough info displayed on the HUD. Like, I need more info than what the game gives me. So someone on Twitter made this image to make fun of them. Someone cooked this up to make fun of them. And hold on, I'm gonna turn off my camera because I'm covering up like this great mini map with like all of the question marks pointed out, like things to go and investigate, right? Oh my lord, isn't it hilarious? Like, they in response were like, okay, Ubisoft HUD, boom. Now it looks like every open world game you've ever played. And it's so on point. Like, it's perfectly on point. But then, what happened with this image is that people continuously added on to it. Oh wait, it's zooming out both windows right now. Sorry. I'm trying to pull this up. People just kept like downloading the image and like adding something to it. And each time that someone would repost the image, it just got worse. And eventually it got to like this point. Hold on, actually, I'm covering one of the best parts. The police assault in progress from Payday. People just kept adding like obnoxious HUD stuff all over the place. And it became this absolute disaster image. Looks very playable. Yeah, it was just people shitposting in response to a game journalist. And yeah, you can't even see like the full, with everything turned on. This is what I'm saying where I'm like, I turned everything on and I said, this kind of looks like the Ubisoft HUD meme. Where it's just like my entire screen is covered. Every part of my screen is covered in information. I thought it was funny. That is all. The design is very human. You know what? I'll run the HUD with every element turned on. Someone pick a color. Of these colors, someone pick one. In a color of chat's choice, I will run it for a mission. No promises as to how long it stays, but I'll do it. Purple it is. First thing I saw, it was purple. This HUD in purple. We're running it for a mission. I am gonna get my machine gun back though. The bazooka is very strong, but for missions, the machine gun just has that utility, right? Octarine. What is octarine? Holy, that... I love that I just went with the first answer, and then I look at my screen and I look back, and there are so many now. To be fair, hold on. There were 3 purples, 2 cyans, 2 greens. So purple won anyway. So I don't feel so bad about this. Purple did get the most votes anyway. Even if I wasn't going off of just first thing I saw, it would have been purple. That makes me feel better. I didn't expect so many answers.
report that a detachment of Crest forces is en route to one of our outlying solar power conversion plants. All other Mirage-operated facilities in the region rely on this plant for their energy needs and will go offline if Crest's attack succeeds. Total loss of power at any of these facilities, even for a brief amount of time, would leave them vulnerable to subsequent attacks and render years of research worthless.
That would be bad.
We must avoid this eventuality at all costs. Take up position at the plant and prevent its destruction. Credits will be deducted from your reward to cover any damage repair costs.
That's probably fair. Purple gang. Purple guy. Purple on top. The color of magic? What, Octarine is the color of magic? Oh my god. It's so cursed. It's so bad. Why? Dude. No. Okay, this is solid ground. For a second, it kind of looked like water. I was unsure. It's so cursed. What purpose is there for having an altimeter in Armored Core? Why is this even here? Why do we need this? Mission is a nightmare to S rank. And from what I understand about Silent Line, I'm probably gonna need to do it later. Because of how many hidden parts there are, I'm gonna go back for hidden parts once we've got mission select. I'm not worrying about it. We'll clear the campaign and then we'll go back, because I've been told that Silent Line is one of the worst games to 100% out of the series. And just from what I understand of it so far, it seems like people are right. It seems like this, at least up to this point, will absolutely be the most painful one. I don't know what games would be worse. I mean, maybe, like, if for Gen 5 you included, like, raid bosses and stuff.
Targets detected inside.
Oh, now you want me to go inside with all this shit on my screen? I love my HUD having all the things. Bro, this is so bad. I can barely see. Wait. You're telling me that 79.3% of the enemies are still in the map? Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay, here we go. We're getting into what I like to call Silent Line shit. This game, I remember playing it for the review and being like, yep, this is where FromSoft starts to get really sadistic. I would actually say, in the grand scheme of things, this is one of the most sadistic Armored Core games. I might even say it's the second most sadistic, like only beaten out by Last Raven. I might go that far. To be honest. Because what Armored Core games are like as brutal as Silent Line, other than Last Raven? Like, I can't think of one. Keep the purple? I could maybe keep the purple. I'm turning off the additional HUD elements. They're bad. Like, especially the altimeter, so stupid. Speedometer is kind of fun, but I don't need it. Like, there's no real reason for the speedometer. Room temperature is kind of cool, but I don't really need it. Honestly, remaining enemies could maybe stay. Download more HUDs. Should we get HUD mods? You know, add even more if possible. What is ham? What is ham? Like a test detail? Oh, maybe. Maybe just for like, you know, tweaking the build. Ham is meat. HUD build. Ham is, it's pork, right, chat? Why do I not even know what it is? I think it's pork. It's a cut of pork. I mean, it's not pork. It's pig. It's from pig.
Retreat!
Baby, don't turkey no more. Why did I get it, like, immediately? Why did I hear it in the melody of the song? It's pig. Yeah. When you say pork, you think of, like, pork.
Mission objective achieved.
Which is why I'm like, well, it's not pork, but, like, it is from pig. It's the meat in burgers, hence the name hamburger. Don't confuse them. Don't confuse. It's not the meat from burgers. That's burger. I don't know why it's called a hamburger. I don't. There's no ham in it. There's no ham in burgers. Oh, I got an email from the arena. Presumably. Next time we meet, I'll be better. Yeah, I think this was from the arena. We're pleased to inform you that some of the purchase restrictions set in place in the shop have been lifted. New parts are now available for purchase. Badass. We take those. Pretty sure it was invented. Really? Hold on. Why is it called a hamburger? One of the recommended searches was, why is it so warm in Minnesota? I typed why is, and it just autofilled to like, why is it so warm in Minnesota? No way, that's actually true. The name hamburger comes from the seaport town of Hamburg, Germany, where it is thought that 19th century sailors brought back the idea of raw shredded beef after trading with the Baltic provinces of Russia. Oh, okay, interesting. Hold on. Okay. Got it. Pause, rewind. I have the answer. It is specifically... I don't know why the sandwich is called a hamburger. That is still not clear, but the term hamburger came about in reference to the style of minced beef that is used in a hamburger. So it's not necessarily that the sandwich comes from Hamburg, but the style of minced beef that is used in a hamburger comes from Hamburg. I don't know. I looked it up. I got the answer. It's still kind of like, okay, but why do we call the sandwich that? But close enough. I'll take it. I don't know why we would run with that for the sandwich instead of maybe just, you know, like saying hamburger meat. Like if you just refer to the meat as hamburger, which some people do, that makes sense. But then why is the sandwich hamburger? You know what I mean? Why are they both hamburger? I need to make sure. Oh, not name entry. Name entry is fine. Oh, name entry is not fine. I said yesterday during the ranked stream that I had the idea to rename the AC. This is no longer AC Rebel. I mean, it never really was. It was in name only. This is AC Crab Cake. This is AC Crab Cake. Absolutely, that is his name. Sorry. Oh wait, no, the cockpit, hold on. I almost completely forgot because of that. Panels. You know, I definitely don't want this. This is too much, right? What is... Oh, okay. That I don't want. The altimeter and the speedometer I don't want. The outer heat I don't think I want. Those only pop up here and there, so those might be fine. Remnant's enemy might be fine. I'll go with that for now. And if I still don't like it, I can change it from there. Yeah, I'll stick with the napalm, I guess. I don't see why not. Playing AC3 Portable, and I love the back chain gun. The chain gun on the back in Armored Core 3 and Silent Line, because, you know, but the chain gun, the back-mounted chain gun in these games is busted. It's way too strong. Thankfully, the ammo is crazy expensive, so I don't run it all the time. But if you've got the credits, that shit is so OP. It's not even funny. Machine guns in general in AC3 are really strong.
Employees at one of our main power plants have just transmitted an emergency distress signal. They are requesting immediate assistance.
Okay.
According to their report, a fire has broken out in the facility and the automatic fire suppression system isn't responding. If the fire reaches the power condensers, the plant will be leveled.
And that would be bad.
We'd like you to enter the facility and manually activate the fire suppression system. This is the only way to stop the fire from spreading.
Mm-hmm.
While the exact cause of the fire is unknown at this time, sabotage is suspected. Proceed.
You don't say. Sabotage? No. Between the corporations and Armored Core? No. No, they would never sabotage. That would be crazy.
Main system.
You'll not swap the legs? No, this is crab cake. Of course we won't swap the legs. What do you mean?
The security system is malfunctioning.
Of course not.
You're cleared to retaliate. Don't waste too much time.
I think they were making up for the MGs being crap in 2. The MGs weren't crap. They weren't great. Okay, to be fair, I actually, like, on one of my Armored Core shorts just this morning, I got a comment about, I did a short recently talking about the Curtis in AC6, the starting linear rifle, like the Chapter 1 linear rifle. And I was like, you know, it's good. It's honestly a lot of fun to use. But in the grand scheme of things, even though it's not bad, it's just one of the weakest weapons in the game. And someone commented and was like, you could actually do like a pretty good build with the Curtis if you do like this and that and this and that, right? And I was like, well, yeah, that's kind of like the thing with Armored Core, right? Is that very rarely are parts in these games just terrible. Like, normally, you can do something with anything if you build it right. Like, anything is usable. But it doesn't change that it's one of the weaker things, because there are also parts that's like, yeah, you throw this one part on, and it does its job regardless of what other parts you're using. Like, the back-mounted chain gun in Gen 3 is like, yeah, as long as you smack that thing on your back, you don't need to be, like, clever about your build or anything to make it work. It'll just work, because the thing is so strong. It doesn't need any other, like, conditions to be met. It's just OP. Is this a wall I can shoot down? There's enemies in there. It's gotta be. Or maybe there's another way around. Hold on. Has a hidden part through a vent in the ceiling, you say? That's not a vent. I'm generally leaving parts for later. But if stuff like that is super easy, god damn it, how do I actually move the map? No, it seems like, yeah, it seems like I just blow through this thing, right? I don't know. I've put a lot of bullets into that and it's not budging. There's got to be another way. Because I'm using auto map, so I could have just passed the alternate route. Hold on. Yeah, this isn't a dead end. This goes down. Okay, I haven't been down here yet. That's what I'm missing. Speaking of auto map, I saw recently that a guy made a mod. Sorry, whenever I see like an auto map system, I always think of the original Doom, right? And I saw a video recently showcasing a mod for the original Doom where the guy made it into a roguelike, like a proper, full-blown, like really well-made roguelike, and it looks like the kind of thing that I would sink just an ungodly amount of hours into. He's got like so many custom weapon variations and like passive buffs that you get by playing the levels. God damn it. All right, hold on. Chole has been redeemed. Sorry, Doom roguelike. The general like formula is kind of like Risk of Rain 2, where it like drops you into a map and you just kind of like kill enemies and find items on that map. And as you stay in it, like more items will spawn in and more enemies will spawn in, like it continuously gets zapped in. But the longer that your run lasts, the more dangerous enemies get, but also the better that the rewards that start getting zapped in get. Like the rarity scaling progressively goes up. And it just plays on like the normal level maps from the game, but they play in like a random order. And they have a setting in it too where like if you've never played the original game enough to like know where the keys are and the exits are in the maps, you can enable a thing that will just straight up like walk you through the process of getting through the level. And I was like, God damn, this guy made like an entire proper roguelike just inside of the original Doom. This is insane. Like, I need to play this at some point. I haven't set up the OG Doom like with source port or anything on my new computer. I haven't installed it on here ever since I built the new thing. Otherwise, I probably would have already installed and played it, but I would have to set up the source port as well, which isn't that bad, but it's just one of those things where like that tiny inconvenience leads to me putting it off for a little bit. I can't see with these sunglasses. The room across from the broken door? Oh. Oh, you don't say. So it's not just blasting through the door. Glad that my ammo bill is gonna be very high after this. Yeah, the smoke effect is making it very, very difficult for me to see with the sunglasses on. Let me tell you. This was a bad mission or a good mission, depending on how you look at it, for Chole to get redeemed. I can't see shit. Are you sure? It's a grating on the ceiling? Oh, wait. Is that it? Oh, that is it. Hello. I was like, I don't see a thing. Aha! What's up, bitches? Crab cake on the scene. Whoops. Hidden part, you said? Oh, wait. I continue through here. I see. I have no idea what I just picked up, but I got something. All Alright, where does it actually want me to go? I don't remember what she said. Am I supposed to just leave? I've cleared all the enemies. I hit all the systems. I got the hidden part. Do I dip? I was a little distracted talking about the Doom roguelike and trying to see where the hell I'm going with the sunglasses on. I think I'm just supposed to leave. Heat danger, what? Don't think you'll be turning a profit this time? What makes you think that? That I fired off like 500 rounds of machine gun ammo and like 20 napalm howitzers? Oh God, not you. Please have mercy. Please. Oh God. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, shit. Ah! I don't have a laser blade. I should have moonlight, but I don't. Where's my moonlight? My guiding moonlight, please. Okay. Well, now I fired off like all of my ammo. It went from half of my ammo to all of it.
Mission objective achieved.
Yeah, I'm definitely not turning a profit on this. Think I messed up the 50-50? No. Hello, Swashplate. You didn't see anything. Reminds me of Stinger's AC a little bit, actually. Now that you say it, it does vaguely resemble Stinger's AC. Whoa. Greetings, Raven. My name is Sarah Cross. I'm an employee with the Artificial Intelligence Office. I wanted to take a moment to thank you for your help at the power plant earlier. The unit you encountered appears similar to those involved in attacks on facilities located near the Silent Line. My group is analyzing the wreckage as we speak. Conducting our research is becoming more and more difficult as the rivalries between corporations intensifies. There doesn't seem to be an end in sight. Sometimes I think it would have been better if we had stayed below ground and let the controller manage things. The controller was trying to kill us, by the way. Raven, these attacks by unknown units are happening with increasing frequency. I'm glad to see that you made it back safely. Sadly, many of our other pilots haven't been as fortunate. We've lost quite a few during recent assignments. By the way, I heard that you were in contact with a scientist from the Artificial Intelligence Office. Let me give you some background on the organization and get you up to speed. The Artificial Intelligence Office consists mainly of researchers, scientists, and engineers. It's basically a think tank whose goal is to develop AI protocols for use in a variety of equipment. The technology has already advanced to a point where it is being sold to the corporations, but what really concerns us are the AIO's other, less publicized projects. We're looking into the matter, but haven't uncovered anything yet. Wanted to take a moment to let you know that my initiation exam went smoothly and I'm now registered as a Raven. Upgrading from an MT to an AC is everything I thought it would be and more. Don't hesitate to call on me if the need arises. I think I said it in AC3. I appreciate what they're doing with the, like, having some of the potential consort hires who are in MTs early in the game, like, message you and let you know when they're getting upgraded to an AC. But a lot of the time, I just don't know who that person is because I never hired them. Like, I looked at them on the list and I chose someone else. So half the time I'm just kind of like, okay, good for you. I don't know you, but happy for you, I guess. It's like the I ain't reading all that meme. I ain't reading all that, but happy for you. Or Sorry. I don't know. I'm getting my moonlight back. Where you could pilot MTs besides that one fan game. Just a game where you could pilot MTs in general would be pretty sweet, to be honest. Like an official one. Even in, like, imagine... Okay. So you know how in Verdict Day, the final boss of the game is a next, right? And so you're fighting in, like, what's essentially a normal, but it's even worse than, like, a Gen 4 normal, because it's made out of, like, scraps and shit, right? And you're fighting against a next. So imagine, like, in Gen 6, a game where you play as, like, one of the standard MTs, and occasionally for boss fights you have to fight ACs. I think that would be pretty great. I think they could still do it right now. For like an expansion or something. Although, I feel like if that was the whole premise, like if it was kind of like a Halo ODST situation, where the whole premise was like, it's an expansion where you play as like less of a badass, I don't think it would work for Armored Core, because the customization is so core to everything, for lack of a better word, because everyone's gonna be like, core. But I don't think it would work as well for Armored Core, but I like the idea of it. Where you start off as an MT to become an AC pilot. Having you in an MT for like the first few missions could work too. I would agree. Hold on. I forgot about my mission to buy every part. 93,000. I will have to come back to that mission. But yeah, I'm still gonna try to buy everything by the time that we're done. It shouldn't be that bad to do it.
Crest is currently involved in a number of large-scale construction projects on the planet's surface. These are being undertaken to secure our place at the forefront of redevelopment efforts.
Right.
Delays in providing adequate security for all the projects is a side effect of our rapid expansion. We would appreciate your assistance.
Okay.
Specifically, your presence is required to reinforce the minimal security measures in place at Fortress VG-924. The brunt of any attack launched on the facility will be yours to bear. Good luck, Raven.
Thank you. The ODSTs were ODSTs were badasses in their own right. They were. Because, like, they were still a step up from Marines, right? Because, okay, not even, like, technically speaking, though. Because they were pretty much just Marines with cooler armor who also just happened to be brave enough to get dropped out of the sky in little drop pods. It was essentially just like the bravest and toughest of the Marines, right? Rather than being that full step up to like superhuman like Spartans were. So it worked. Because you weren't as badass, but you still got to be a badass.
Commence your attack.
I guess in like if it was like a Gen 3.5 sort of thing, where you do actually see like just normal infantry soldiers in like Last Raven, it could still work in that sort of sense, where like you could be the MT going in with infantry units, right? You could still be the badass of the group sort of thing. But I feel like in almost every Armored Core generation, the MTs are kind of just the cannon fodder. So it wouldn't feel very good to play them outside of just like the sheer novelty of it for longtime fans. I like Halo 3 ODST. I like it a good bit, actually. It's one of my personal favorite campaigns. It's got some good stuff in it. And I just think the ODSTs are cool. Man, this AC that I hired is crazy. He's putting in more work than I am right now. Some of them also had light augmentations. Did they?
Watch it.
I know like nothing of like extended lore for Halo. I'm pretty much just like, if it's in the games, I understand it, and that's about it. So as far as I know, like just from the ODST game, that would be news to me. The mission code was Born Dinosaur. It's like me. I'm like a prehistoric crab, right? Giant crab. Scary ass crab. I am a dinosaur. Ow.
Additional targets have been detected.
This is a lot more than I expected, you guys. This is... My ammo costs are rapidly going up once again. Am I ever gonna turn a profit in this game? Honestly, I mean, I beat the game on a new file back when I reviewed it, so it's clearly possible to do. I wonder if it's just because, like, using the earlier game weapons made it easier to make money,
Hang in there.
even though it made the missions harder. Because I clearly did it somehow. I could take the sunglasses off at any moment. The Chole wig time is up. But there's a lot happening right now. There's a ton of enemies. Bro, I
Additional targets have been
am
detected.
out of ammo. Come here. This is why I brought my guiding moonlight. Shit. You get back here. Bitch.
The enemy is retreating. Thanks for your
I
help.
learned that in Ninebreaker. That's like the one skill I picked up from playing all of Armored Core Ninebreaker for the review, is I can do blade attacks in the air now. And you don't want to know how that went, trying to learn it for those trials, because Jesus, that was probably the worst one for me. And I'm in debt. It happened. I think this is actually the first time I've been in debt in the 100% journey. It's official. I'm in debt. I feel like MTs are more of a threat in old gen than newer ones. That's true. That's true. For sure. Oh, I got a reward. CWG ARF 120. Wait, what was that last? I'm assuming mail. I accidentally skipped it because I wanted to open the garage. Hold on. CWG ARF. Where's the ARF? ARF? Oh. Oh, it's a burst rifle. It says assault rifle, but it says triple shot. It's a burst rifle. I have to try it. I'm way too curious not to. What happened to the first 8 breakers? You don't want to know. Oh, FAMAS. It's... I think it is supposed to be like an AC FAMAS now that you mention it. It's got the... What's it? I can think of the name. Charge handle? Signature charge handle? Looks just like it, actually. You're just using the most wasteful weapon? Maybe. It's like the best right-hand weapon, to be honest. But hello, Jess. It does absolutely burn through my funds to spend 1,000 rounds of machine gun ammo per mission but I certainly burn through missions a lot easier using that than other things. Yeah, the blockiness. Hold defense line. Is this gonna be as bad as the last one? Because that last one was a bit of a shit show.
Crest is preparing to launch a major assault across the Zanar River in hopes of seizing territory from us. Our situation looks grim. Kisaragi lacks the resources to keep up with the redevelopment pace set by both Crest and Mirage. As it stands, simply holding on to the few gains we have made has been difficult enough. Sensing our predicament, representatives from Crest approached us with an offer to join forces. We of course refused, at which point we were told in no uncertain terms, join or be destroyed. Must take action. With your help, we'll establish a defensive position along the river's edge and halt Crest's attack. The line must hold, Raven.
YouTube blocks the Keemstar Christmas copy pasta. I don't even know what copy pasta you're referencing. Keemstar Christmas. Oh, I saw this on Twitter. I literally saw someone tweet this today. I didn't know that this was a Keemstar thing. I had no idea that this was a Keemstar thing. What? Hold on. Oh yeah, there it is. There, and the yes it died. Oh, the reply, yes it died. Okay. I had no idea that this was a Keemstar copy pasta. It doesn't shock me that YouTube filters it. I just thought when I was on Twitter this morning that someone I follow actually hit a dog on Christmas Eve while driving their truck. Sawa's usable. I want to try this new burst rifle. I'm curious. Burst rifles have always been questionable in the Armored Core games. 120 rounds. I didn't notice that on the stat spread. Good thing I have an Exceed Orbit, I guess. Jesus. And Moonlight. Uh-oh. Yeah, this thing seems awful. This seems like a really shitty rifle. My suspicions are confirmed. It takes 9 shots. Oh my god. Okay. What a shitty rifle. It doesn't even properly track with the lock-on. It fires the whole burst wherever the enemy was when you pull the trigger. It doesn't even have proper tracking. I have to like get in front of them to hit all 3 shots. Otherwise, it's gonna trail behind them after the first one. Oh, okay. What a terrible weapon. But, Raiden, earlier I saw you ask what constitutes more depth, more parts. Yes, clearly this is depth in Armored Core. having more guns like this that you would never choose in a million years. Because why would you? Terrible ammo, terrible damage, bad tracking where only like a third of your shots are gonna hit if your target is even relatively mobile. Clearly, that is depth. Yes. I would pick it for looks. Yes, yes, for looks is fair. It looks fun. Like, I saw it and I was like, oh, I want to equip that. I somehow got a special part. I got 2 special parts. I got a new right arm part too. Hold on, I'm gonna use my phone to see what those were so that I can equip both of them for science. We have to know. Okay, so for the back weapon, we're looking for the KWC HZ-120. HZ-120. Oh, that was it. Shoulder mounted howitzer. Why not? We try it. You can cosplay as Solid Snake. Look, man, I've played some Metal Gear games, and I know what game he gets a FAMAS in, but I haven't even gotten one as him yet. The MWG XCD-70. XCD/70. There it is. This is a dual laser rifle. What do you mean dual laser rifle? Laser rifle. Laser rifle, what's it called? Doesn't cost ammo. They can't lock on at all. Wait. Shoulder howitzers can't lock on? You got both objectives with the shitty rifle? Of course I did. I'm a gamer. Dual or dual? I think it has like an over-under thing going. 2 weaker shot. Yeah, there's 2 barrels. So second dual. Dual as in 2. I hope this thing isn't shit.
Raven, we've just confirmed reports that Mirage has successfully integrated a newly developed weapons technology with their high-speed cargo transport. The transport must be destroyed.
I could do that.
Mirage operates the transport in a complex of privately excavated tunnels just beneath the planet's surface.
Uh-huh.
This setup makes it extremely difficult for us to stay abreast of new developments and keep them in check.
Right.
All previous attempts to destroy the transport failed miserably. Now that modifications have been made, the task should prove even more difficult. Our ability to remain competitive hinges on your performance during this mission. Do not disappoint us.
Okay. I will not disappoint you. Maybe. Probably. Not sure. Yeah, let's go with Hoverboy. 2 guns. Hovers. You need an overboost to keep up with this thing? Shit. Well, I could put in a good effort. Hold on.
The target is moving through sector N17.
That thing looks pretty slow.
Before it reaches sector K11.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
Maybe not as slow as I thought. There's no lock on at all. There's not even like a target indicator. Oh, I'm blasting myself. Haha! Wait, what the hell? Oh, Jesus! Is there more of that? Oh god. How do you want me to destroy this thing exactly? Am I supposed to take out all the cars? Because that seems like it's gonna be a problem. If you ask me. Oh, that thing has a hitbox. Or a collision, rather.
Target destroyed. Nice work.
That went well.
Mission objective achieved. System
That went
switch
pretty
to
well.
normal mode.
There's the last of my caffeine. The very last of it. A D? It's the job got done. That howitzer is unironic, or is ironically a good choice. It seems like it's bad outside of situations like that where you have a giant target to just nuke with big damage. In that case, it worked out. It just so happened to be like well timed that I unlocked it and decided to take it for a spin, and I had a mission like that. I didn't get to try the laser rifle at all, but there's always opportunities for that. What's next?
The objective of this mission is to launch an assault on Fortress VG-924.
Oh, is this the stealth one?
Completed Crest stronghold.
Yeah, I think so.
Early intelligence reports indicate that when the fortress is finished, it will function independent of human control.
Can you speak up?
At this time, the facility is operating at only partial capacity. Current defense measures consist of round-the-clock surveillance patrols conducted by unmanned helicopters. A decoy will be required in order for our reconnaissance team to gain access to the facility undetected. Locate the fortress and engage any security elements you encounter. Take care not to be discovered before reaching the fortress. Proceed with caution.
This was a good mission. I liked this mission. I mentioned this one specifically when I did the review. Speaking of review, Christmas video tomorrow. Smile.
Main system. Engaging
Subtle
combat
plug.
mode.
Wait, this thing only has 70 shots? I didn't even pay attention last
Close
time.
the sky. Stay on the ground en route to the objective.
Okay. I can be sneaky on my crab legs. Uh-oh. Today for me? No, tomorrow. Oh!
AC part acquired.
I found a hidden part. The published time.
Leaving combat area. Avoiding
Oh,
mission.
come on! What an evasion. That was some wacky shit, and you're gonna fail me for it? Come on. Oh wait, there's a hidden part in the first section, and one in part 3, but also one to get if you clear the first section fast enough and not get caught or destroy any copters. Crazy hard to get. Oh, because you're a patron. Well, yeah. It is up for contributors. That's true. Also, subtle plug, wink, wink. Thanks for that. Contributors do have the video early now that you say it. Wink, nudge. And it's only $5.
At this time, a decoy take care.
Oh my god, I did it again! I'm never gonna stop quoting her, am I? That shit is burned in my brain for the rest of my life. If you guys don't have $5 a month, you should not be watching my stream right now. You should be working.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
That shit's never gonna leave my brain. I'm actually, like, that's gonna be burned in there forever.
Stay on the ground en route to the objective.
How could I have known, like, 5 years ago when she said that shit that it would be something I quote daily for years to come? I had no way of knowing. Jess is right on time. Yeah. Subtle. Real subtle. You know, the link is right there. Ah!
Raven, you've been spotted.
No, I haven't. Oh. Okay, so far so good for the laser rifle. The leaving area scared the shit out of me, but we're fine. I got this. I'm out. See ya, bitches. I just want my name on it. That's what I pay for. I'm part of history. Yep. You do get your name on the end of the video. That is true. That is true.
Main system. Engaging combat.
And this is where we just go ham. Honestly. Oh, Jesus. Manual aim. This back part would be amazing if even they just gave it like that little indicator for you to line it up. Like even if it didn't have lock on, but I just got like that sort of indicator for where it's gonna land. This would be a pretty strong back part. But I'm pretty much just blind firing this thing. Okay, this laser rifle actually seems pretty strong. No, this doesn't seem so bad. Not at all. Oh, here we go. These guys are juicy howitzer targets. They're huge. Especially when they're grouped up. That splash damage is gonna kill them. This had potential to be one of the best back parts too. Like it's a powerful back part. It's just there's no way to aim it. There's no way. Whoa. Uh-oh. Finish making a scavenger hunt for the boys' Christmas presents tomorrow. A scavenger hunt? You're making them work for it? What's wrong with you? Making them find their presents. How could you? How could you? What about Femboy Solid Snake Mech? Look, the Femboy mech stays in Armored Core 6. The Thigh Highs mech stays there, not here. Oh. Oh. The mission extension, I missed some criteria. You're missing a part? I'm going back for the hidden parts later. It's not a big deal if I miss them now. I thought I went the same way that I did the first time, but I didn't. But since I'm going back anyway, I'm not super worried about it. Plus, there's apparently 3 hidden parts in that mission. So I was gonna miss at least one of them. Yeah, honestly, this laser rifle is not bad. Like, at all.
Because of an oversight, our first service-based weapons factory was built closer to the Silent Line than we intended. It is subjected to unremitting satellite-mounted cannon attacks.
Oh, this one. I remember this one.
Mirage is aware of the constant threat faced by the factory and intends to take advantage of the next round of attacks to launch an assault of their own.
Uh-huh.
The area surrounding the factory is rich in minerals, which, despite the obvious dangers, is the reason we maintain our presence there.
Right.
A reward has been arranged that is in line with the difficulty of this mission. Mirage's efforts to seize the factory must be foiled.
A reward in line with the difficulty sounds pretty nice, I can't lie. He makes it sound enticing. Santa is making them find their presents. It's so I don't have to wrap them. I literally have shit on my desk behind me that I need to wrap today.
Targets approaching. Move to intercept.
On my second desk. Which, a buddy of mine just found out that I have 2 desks, and he's like, why do you have 2 desks? I'm like, bro, have you... Like, you have a desk, right? And he also works from his computer, like, at home, right? So I'm like, I know that you know that the one thing that I have never had enough of in my life is desk space. Ever. I have never had enough space on my desk for everything that I would like to have on my desk. So, how do I solve the problem? 2 desks. Boom. You just line them up with each other, and it's just like one extra long desk. It's like a double wide desk. Oh wait. Those aren't targets. Goofiest mech game ever. I've been told about what's it called? Metal Wolf Chaos. I always... the satellite is in play and it really hurts. Yeah, there's the satellite attack. That's what I remember this mission for. Into what could be the IRL Silent Line, Florida. As someone who lived there for years, yeah, you're pretty, it's on point. It could be the actual Silent Line. It feels that way. Although, to be fair, when you just go to Florida to visit it, it's not bad. It's when you live in Florida that you're like, oh my god, how is this even like a real place on planet Earth? You only get a little taste of it when you visit. Because I had visited before I lived there, right? But you don't realize just how batshit crazy it is until you spend like an extended amount of time there. God damn it, that satellite hurts. I'm trying to read chat and kill the enemies and avoid the satellite. It's a lot.
Unidentified target detected.
Don't tell me.
The enemy is withdrawing. Finish off those you can.
Oh my god, it's exactly what I thought. I was like, if he said unidentified target, son of a bitch, I'm dead. I'm so screwed. Energy weapon is going to be my downfall in the end. Haha. 24 AP in a dream. Shit.
Defense is damaged. Halting combat and returning to base.
In less than 5 minutes of being on the ground, I went to McDonald's to see the quality. I work at one, and the drinks made me want to leave already. Florida, at least the McDonald's where I lived in Orlando was really good. It was on campus, like on my university's campus. But that McDonald's was actually a really good one. I've been forgetting to read my emails. Thought you might be interested to know that I'm now registered as a Raven with Global Cortex. I don't know who you are. My AC isn't the fastest, but it does pack some serious firepower. Keep me in mind if you need a partner for any of the better paid, sorry, hiccups, missions. My dream of becoming a Raven has finally been realized. I've already spent a lot of credits getting my new unit in order, so if you're ever in need of a good close-range combatant, just say the word. I also don't know who you are. We appreciate your help, Raven. Crest's attack force would have surely overrun our defenses, but this is like 2 missions ago. Oh my god. If you hadn't been there. This is a difficult time for Kisaragi, and we cannot afford to relinquish any ground. The balance that used to exist under the controller is no longer. While we struggle desperately to survive, Crest and Mirage grow stronger. Our situation gets worse every day, and there is no sign of it improving anytime soon. In fact, the only thing working in our favor at the moment is that both Crest and Mirage are busy coping with the recent attacks on their facilities near the Silent Line. Although we don't know anything regarding the why did I want to say specificities? Specifics of these attacks. They are providing us with a much-needed respite. I hope we can count on your continued support in the future, Raven. Part access requirements met. A new prototype is available. This part was specifically selected to correspond with your AC setup preferences. My ass. Is that true? Anyone know if that's actually true? Hold on, I can go look at what it is. MLF RE006. It's a leg part. So if they say that it's to my preferences, it's going to be crab legs, right? RE006. If they are bullshitting, they got really lucky on this one. Hold on. They don't seem bad. I don't know if they're better, but they don't seem bad. If you use each leg part in 10 different missions, you're given one of that type. Oh. Oh, okay. So for using... Oh, wait, am I gonna have to use all the different leg types then for 10 missions to get the different legs? Is that what's going on here? Am I understanding right? Like, I should use biped legs for a little bit so that I can get new bipeds? Because if I'm trying to collect all the parts in the end. Same with like hovers and reverse joints. Why did I go bottom up? Tank legs. Yeah, so I need to actually use a variety of leg parts to get all the different leg parts in Silent Line. What legs could carry my shit? There. I got bipeds for a little bit. Who'd win in a fight, 9-Ball or All Mind? Looking at it in terms of lore, I would say All Mind. Looking at it in terms of build, I would probably also say All Mind. Which hurts me a little bit. Like, I kind of want to say that 9-Ball Seraph would win, because I like 9-Ball Seraph more than I like the All Mind mech from the end of 6. But I think All Mind takes it. In terms of, like, lore and just their build, I think All Mind probably takes that win. If I'm being honest. I want to say 9-Ball. The 9-Ball fanboy in me wants to say 9-Ball. But it's gotta be All Mind. Seraph would put up a fight, but yeah, I think it would be a good fight, but I think All Mind would win. 9-Ball is boss from the start. I mean, I don't think... Is Kate actually All Mind, like, throughout the entire game? Or is Kate just, you know, like a little vessel to spy with? Because that's kind of how I understood it. 6's ACs are stronger. That's also true. 9-ball, like, parts, even just like a frame set that is 9-ball would be sweet. In 6, it would be really cool to have. I've been keeping tabs on you, Raven. It would appear that you've been enjoying a great deal of success recently. Well, don't flatter me. You're familiar with the problems occurring near the Silent Line, yes? Uh-huh. I can guarantee you that the corporations operating in the area are aware of it. Okay, for a second I was like, are what? They're concerned about the increased frequency of attacks and are trying desperately to figure out ways to deal with them. So far, though, no progress has been made. The AIO. 3 separate words. Or, sorry, letters. AIO. Investigation into the matters regarding the Silent Line is still in its initial stages, but we're confident of the fact that something possessing great power exists there. Many questions remain that need answering. Hopefully our investigation will shed some light on these. I'm glad this message finds you alive and well, Raven. Uh-huh. The following is my report on what was learned during your most recent mission. The satellite weapon you encountered was most likely put into service around the same time that Laird came into being. Its purpose is obviously to defend the borders of the Silent Line. The unknown units that have been wreaking havoc on outlying facilities would also seem to serve a similar purpose. What I can't figure out, though, is what are they protecting and why are they still protecting it? You don't put those kinds of assets in place for no reason at all. Right. And another MT pilot that I never used who got a promotion. Can't say enough about the unit's performance. Please get in touch if you find yourself in need of a partner. No specifics? I'm never gonna hire you. You gotta market yourself, man. Come on. You gotta give me something to hire you for. Kate is an alias for Allmind? Yeah, I don't feel like Kate is like the Allmind AC. I feel like it was more like it's one of Allmind's various ACs, if that makes sense. I think that makes sense. Peaked in AC4. Yeah, next are ridiculous. And if we're talking about like single unit, then yeah, Jay from the final fight in Verdict Day is probably like the most powerful AC in the whole franchise. If I were to put my money on it, that's what I would say. Is that Jay probably has the strongest AC in the franchise.
A riot has broken out in one of our residential districts. The majority
It's definitely the hardest boss fight in the franchise, and I will die on that hill wholeheartedly.
Counterparts. We suspect the riot was instigated by one of the other corporations in the hopes of using the chaos it has created to carry out a mission against our interests. One group of rioters in particular have already informed us of their demands. They claim that if these are not met, they will retaliate by leveling a building.
Oh.
The district has experienced rapid population growth in recent years, and if the rioters' plans were to succeed, the loss of life would be horrific.
Probably.
Also, a number of our most important backers reside in the district. We must do everything in our power to ensure their safety and well-being.
That's the wrong spelling of ensure. Okay. Took me a day to beat Jay back when Dude, when I was doing the Verdict Day review, it took me like over 2 hours to beat Jay. I'm not even bullshitting. And I was just sitting here mauling. Because when I'm playing for a review, I need to finish the game in the span of like 2 days, like beginning to end. So when I get stuck on a single boss for 2 hours, it eats up so much of my time.
We were kidding, huh?
Like in terms of how much time I have to do the total review.
Let's show them how serious we
So it's only more frustrating in that regard that it's like, I need to beat this fight today. The more times I die, the more time I waste, like in terms of the total video production. It only makes those situations even more frustrating when I come into them. I was so pissed.
There's no time to waste. Hurry.
And I don't look forward to doing it again. when we get to verdict day, because that fight was actually a nightmare. Like, even when I won, it felt like it was a combination of, like, learning things and just getting, like, one lucky run as well. Like, getting good RNG on the boss's patterns and stuff. It felt like a combination of learning and just sheer luck. It didn't feel like it was, oh, I learned how to overcome the fight slowly and eventually, like, I was able to do it. There was some of that, but it also was kind of just like, yeah, I got lucky on that one attempt, to be honest. Man, it feels weird to be on normal legs all of a sudden. Oh. This is just a platform on the side of the building. There's no, like, glass encasing this? Okay. His AI is based on Joshua O'Brien, too. I think that it was explained, there were some really big, like, lore guys who would comment on my videos frequently when I was doing the reviews to, like, fill in gaps that I would miss in the videos. And from what I understand, like, the majority of Gen 5's lore was given outside of the games through, like, expanded material. And I think that it was, like, just outright stated that, like, the AI that pilots it is essentially Joshua O'Brien's consciousness put into AI form. But it wasn't given, like, in the game directly, is my understanding of that one. But I think that it is, like, from FromSoftware stated that that was the intent. Oh, wait. Is that a part? That is absolutely a part. Don't mind if I do. This laser rifle really isn't bad.
Heads up.
It's not amazing. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Just about, not literally, but we're close.
Fine, Raven.
No, I'm not. Try it. You know what? I might be better off with Moonlight than the howitzer here. She is way too mobile. Ow, ow, ow. Skill issue. Skill issue is happening.
The enemy is retreating. Mission complete.
Does a lot of From lore related stuff. Those more in KF.
Objective achieved.
KF.
Normal mode.
KF. From lore. Kingsfield. Kingsfield. In my brain, I was like, Killing Floor. KF, Killing Floor. But FromSoft didn't make Killing Floor. Took me a goddamn minute there. Kingsfield. Got it. I made it there eventually. Oh, new rank. Performance reflects well on our operation and will be rewarded. Samurai 2 AC weapon arm. Is that a... If it's called the Samurai, I'm gonna assume it's a blade, not a gun. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna go on the assumption it's a left arm part. No. Hold on. Could be a right arm blade as well. That was a thing. Did I get it for free? Did they give it to me? Hold on. It would seem I am missing something. It said arm part. Did I just scroll past it? What was the part number? Samurai 2. Oops. Hold on. An arm. Son of a bitch. It's not an arm weapon. It's arms. Aha! Found it. I don't know if I want blade weapon arms. It could be sweet. Maybe. Had a customer asking if my aunt can deliver a wedding cake to a venue over 4 hours away. Just find a closer baker. I mean, for a wedding, right? For a wedding. Weddings are expensive. Maybe 8-hour round trip if, you know, they're willing to pay an amount that would make it worth an 8-hour round trip. You know what I mean? I wouldn't just say no. I would be like, okay, here is my price. And I would come up with something that's kind of ridiculous. Like, not completely outlandish, but more than you would think. You know what I mean? And just see if they bite. If not, so be it, but like, there's a price for everything. And now I've given away my secret to why I have never, well, okay. I normally don't take sponsors because I don't like, what's it called? I don't like how they break up the flow of a video. So I normally just don't mess with them. But I always do that thing where I throw out like a kind of ridiculous ask to every offer pretty much. And I'll be like, and I'll be straight up. I'm like, I don't really like the way that taking sponsors breaks up the flow, but I'd be willing to do it for this much. Normally they're not willing to do it, but someday one of them might bite on a price that's like, okay, I mean, I don't like how it breaks up the flow, but that's too much to say no to. And I'll do it. Thankfully, I'm just the admin, so I work from home. Just ask her how much it would cost. Forward the price.
Warning missile detection system. The launches appear to have originated somewhere behind the silent line.
Don't tell me I have to shoot missiles out of the sky.
Analysis of the missile trajectories indicates that Vargas Airport is the intended target.
Oh, god damn it.
There is still time before they reach the airport, but we must act quickly. Take up position on the airfield and destroy the missiles as they approach. The airport's stationary defenses can't be relied upon to take out all targets. Your presence will be the deciding factor in this engagement.
Some YouTubers talking about shaving their balls. I might be a little more lenient on the pricing if I get to talk about shaving my balls and get paid for it. I might be more willing to accept. She's slow getting back to me about stuff. A week? A week?
Raven, the missiles will be in range soon. There.
Oh, Jesus, that seems like a lot of missiles.
Engaging combat
It seems like maybe I brought the wrong weapon, but I brought a friend. Should help, I think. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I can see on the map, they're spawning from all directions. God damn it. They lost a good chance for shaving beard. Okay, their loss, right? Clearly. Whoa. The missiles seem to be targeting me. Am I wrong here? They don't really seem to be targeting the airport much at all. Massive pet peeve of mine. Anti-missile. It would help with the like splitting ones that are targeting me. I doubt it would just shoot them right out of the sky. Long range FCS and dual sniper kind of mission. Yeah. I honestly like this dual laser rifle. Its one downside is the ammo. But outside of that, like, it's pretty solid. It looks cool. Oh, that one went for the airport. Okay. That one's going for me. That one. Okay, thank God. Thank God I have an ally here. I paid the big bucks for the best consort.
Hang in there, Raven.
I'm hanging. Yeah, the ammo is an issue. But everything else about it is good. It really doesn't have many other downsides.
Mission failed. System switched to normal mode.
I have to make the mince pie, carrot, and milk look eaten and drank. By that, you mean that you have to go and eat mince pie. Is that what you're saying? What do you mean you have to make it look like it got eaten? No. Light count doesn't refresh auto. That's true. That's true. the caps lock. Yeah, the likes they used to refresh in real time on like the public video player, but they don't anymore. I don't know if it's broken or if they intentionally took that away. I'm not sure, but I did notice that it doesn't do it anymore. Know what's been happening on the borders of the Silent Line? Yes. I definitely know, trust me. What I can't begin to understand is why the corporations still insist on pushing for development of the area. They've sustained terrible losses and yet they seem completely undeterred. Doesn't make any sense. When presented with such an obvious threat, shouldn't people accept it at face value and heed the warning? Or should they push on in an attempt to uncover the mystery? What are your thoughts, Raven? I'm silent. I don't speak. Sorry. Raven, no speak. Unnecessary server load? Yeah, but it's kind of weird because the likes don't refresh in real time, but even on like videos, the view count does. Like I see it all the time when I have stuff up on my second monitor. I'll watch the view count refresh like that. So I think that the likes are just broken. I don't think they got intentionally disabled. I could be wrong. But I think it's genuinely just it's not working right now. There we go. I've eaten so much food today, the mince pie is going back in the box. Back in the box. Back. You're lucky your kids aren't older. That'll only work for so long.
Will be in range soon.
Eventually they'll notice that you have extra mince pie in the box, more than they thought you did.
Main system in VG combat mode.
They'll catch on at some point, Jess. Get in heated arguments with their operator during combat. Not me. I don't speak. I accept paycheck and I do as I am told. Okay, that one targeted me, which is actually a good thing for the mission completion. Okay. Those ones are hard to catch. They just spawn in the back corner and they're literally on top of the objective. I can only do so much. Oh, there's one right now that is in that back corner. Yeah, okay. Oh no. We're off to a bad start. What if I just sit up here? What if I just sit up here and bounce around? That might actually be the move. Not gonna lie. Just camp it.
A second wave is approaching.
Make it look like he dropped some. Unbelievable. You know, someday they'll notice these things, Jess.
This is the control tower. We're taking heavy
Oh,
damage.
shit,
Do something.
There was one behind and I wasn't paying enough attention to the radar there to notice it. That's my bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, there's another one back there. No! God damn it. Okay.
Mission failed. System switch.
Alright, where's the sniper? Where is a sniper? I need one. It's nice that I'm only losing $800. I don't know why I'm not getting charged for repairs, because I'm taking damage. It's just not charging me for it. I'm not gonna complain that it's not charging repairs on this mission. Where is a sniper rifle? This'll do. I'm sure any of them would do. This one just has the most ammo. My FCS is probably fine as well. I think that I'm running this one for how big it is, as well as it had a solid... Oh, I could get a way better sight range. Holy moly. That FCS is crazy. Hold on now. This time I'll do it.
Analysis, there is still
This time I've got it. Oh wait, someone said... Beautiful. You can, in fact, skip the dialogue, and I learned that today. You don't get repair. You don't get repair damage on fails, just ammo. Really? That's weird. Is it not?
Raven, the
Is that
missiles will be-
specifically a Gen 3 thing? It has to be.
Engaging combat mode.
For sure, that has to be a Gen 3 thing. I know that other older gens don't do that. Oh, dude. We are so in the money. Hello. There we go. Except for my Raven can't shoot. That's... Alright, it all hit me. No! 3 of them hit me, we're fine. There. Yeah, this works. Wait, one behind. Hold on. Yeah. There we go. So far, so good. It says remnants of enemies 0.
A second wave is approaching.
Oh, only 25% this time. Yeah, I forget that you have to do, like, there's the soft lock and the hard lock. You gotta, like, give it a second. Uh-oh, I did it right there as I was talking about it. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I will stream tomorrow or not. It's, like, I could. I don't know. I would assume not, but it's possible. If I can, I will. Because what else will I do? I mean, I could put more video time in, but I just like streaming. But I have been completely left out of the loop on all of the planning for family stuff as far as tomorrow goes. I have no clue what's going on as of right now. So maybe
This
not.
is the control tower. Thanks for your help, Raven.
I would assume not, but don't be surprised if you get a ping for it. That's all I'm saying.
Switch to normal mode.
It's possible. We used to call it double lock, but yeah, back in the old times, back in your day. The aim box is gun-based and not head-based? Yes. Oh, I don't know what generations do what in that regard. I know Gen 3 does the gun-based. The damage being sustained by our facilities bordering the Silent Line is becoming entirely unacceptable. To make matters worse, Mirage is strengthening its power base through rapid acquisition of surface territory. If we hope to stall their progress and regain the upper hand, we'll first have to take care of the threat presented by the Silent Line's defenses. How exactly this is to be accomplished remains unknown, but we're already exploring different options. We'll contact you as soon as a course of action has been decided upon. And new parts are available. Purchase restrictions set in place in the shop have been lifted. New parts are now available for purchase. Thank you. Don't mind if I do. How many credits do I have? It's not a lot, right? Like if I go to shop, yeah, I really don't have a lot of money. Don't some option parts? Yes. Like I'm running OP Intensify because of course I am. I have it, it's maxed out. Of course I'm running it, but there is an option part that makes it larger. But yeah, it's gun and FCS based. It's like a combination of the two. I swear though, there is a generation or two that your head part affects it. So I'm not 100% on which gens those were. I just know that that's the case. Put me back on that other FCS. And see, the drip is immaculate with this thing, right? I love the way that that thing looks. It's just shit. I could probably go back to the laser rifle. I think I definitely can. Where was it? It's somewhere in here. In my many weapons, that one. Yeah, I like that one too. Might have been 5th, maybe 4th too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember which ones were which. That's the thing about getting really into the entire series all at once rather than like obsessively playing one generation at a time is it's really hard to keep track of how the stats work in all the different generations because it changes so constantly, like from one to another. I saw AC times 1.
Intelligence network recently learned of a Crest plan to send a Raven into Layered Hub. We believe they are after information concerning the Silent Line. It's unknown whether any information can be retrieved from the controller's databanks, but we're not willing to take the chance that there is, and leave Crest to reap the rewards.
Right.
This mission has 2 objectives. The first is to destroy the Raven employed by Crest. The second is to retrieve any information that may still reside on the controller's databanks. Our reconnaissance team will handle the data retrieval. Your job is to take out the Raven.
Easy enough. There's also the sideways FCS on here. I prefer it. This one with certain weapons is so large. Its distance isn't great, like its lock distance, but it's not bad either. Like all around, like look at that lockbox. Look at that thing. It's like half my damn screen I'm locked on, right? It's huge. If you're using something like a machine gun or a shotgun, it only gets wider and taller. It's a pretty great FCS. It's good because it works with essentially everything. Unless, like last mission, I was specifically trying to snipe. So I swapped it out, but in general, this thing is nuts.
Someone's jamming the signal.
Mirage, just as we thought.
Hello, where are you? There you are.
Moonsault here. Target identified.
Does he have double laser rifles? Did I see that right?
Roger that. Proceeding as planned.
Oh shit. Yep, that answers that. I shouldn't have used that much energy. I should have cut off the exceed a little sooner. And we're moving. Rip his energy usage. The booster on his back is fast. I am a big fan of whatever booster I've got right now. Very, very good booster.
Moonsault down. Engaging the target now.
Man. I think I remember this mission. Potentially. I was lied to. Wait, how did I only fire off one of the 2 barrels? How am I currently at 25? Okay. I don't know how my weapon that fires 2 with each trigger pull got to an odd number. But it did. Oh god, that chain gun.
Watch out, Raven.
Shit. Yeah, it's the one I thought it was. Here we go. I got this.
Timing, Clover Knight. Let's finish this.
Roger.
Oh, Jesus. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna need different weapons. Coolest scene in the game, though. It is sweet when he drops through the ceiling. It is cool. Oh. We are already in instant game over territory? I guess this is an expansion, right? So they're typically a good bit shorter unless your name is like Verdict Day or For Answer. They're normally shorter, or Another Age. Actually, now that I think about it, only like half of them are shorter. It's kind of a 50-50 actually, isn't it? Or Last Raven. Last Raven's longer than Nexus. Anyway. Reevaluation time. I need my firepower, regardless of cost for this mission. So you know what we've got to do. It is what it is. This mission pays 50k. So I should... I forget that I can just... Yep. I should be fine. We attack one at a time. It's bulletproof. Sir, he has a laser rifle. Can you use the MG800 yet? I could look. Remind me after this. After this run of it. Success or failure. I don't expect to fail it again on this one. I do definitely expect that this time it'll work out. Can match the Sawa in a damage race. To be fair, this thing can too, right?
Someone's jamming the signal.
Or not this one, sorry, the 500 round one can. Right? Because the Sawa in Gen 3, it's good. It's not what it once was. It's still better than what it would become.
Roger that. Proceeding as planned.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, sweet Jesus. He's smoking. There we go. Now it's chain gun time. Has gradually gotten worse. It really has. Although, the 1 in 6 is pretty good. I gotta say, the AC6 Karasawa is pretty strong. It's still, you know, no Karasawa is stronger than the OG. Like, I would never even say that it competes with that one, but it's pretty good. I would say it's likely better than AC3's. In terms of like PvP, maybe not. But the OG was the win button. It really was. Like when I did the Gen 100%, it really was just like, all right, pick up the Karasawa, never put it down for any reason. Because why would I? Okay, there was a reason. I used the finger in Project Phantasma because before they nerfed it in Master of Arena, it was insane. You can find it early game too. It's nuts. It really is just the winning weapon in Gen 1. Only held back by, I guess, the fact that you have to be on biped legs, but those are the best legs in Gen 1. So, you know, the best weapon in the game is limited to only the best legs in the game. It's not really that much of a problem. Oh, and I got the special reward. CWG HGB90. Hold on. I gotta go see it. HGB90. Oh, there you are. Triple shot handgun. For science. Once again, for science. Oh, reverse joint can use them too, that's right. Burst handgun. Only carries 90 rounds. But I have to test it. I have to feel it. See what it's like. I can't just not use it. Right? I have to know. What are we doing now? See, missions are starting to pay pretty well. We're back at that point where I can actually like use machine guns and the shoulder gun
to our attention that Mirage
and be
is
fine.
accelerating plans to establish a main assault force made up entirely of AI-controlled units. Kisaragi has been assisting them in this effort.
I'm gonna come back to that.
Does not come as much of a surprise. The company has been struggling to stay on its feet, and this arrangement is most likely a windfall for them. We're sending you into Kisaragi's underground armory to delay manufacturing efforts and destroy the AI prototypes stored there.
Okay.
Heavy resistance is anticipated, so we've arranged to have a resupply vehicle accompany you. Inflict as much damage on the facility as possible.
You got it. Army of chatty sticks. An army of chatty sticks would be unbeatable. How do you destroy an entire army of them? There's only 2 people who have ever destroyed a chatty stick before. Only 2 can say that they have had the power and the skill to do so. Imagine an entire army. Oh my god. Yep, it's dog shit. Oops, I didn't even have lock that time. Dude, the lack of proper tracking on the burst weapons in Gen 3 makes all of them terrible. But hello, Michael, how's it going? Look at that. Like, I fire the burst and only like the first 1 or 2 hits if they're moving. And the damage and the ammo is just awful. It seems like Silent Line added a lot of parts that are just terrible. Am I wrong for that? It might have added some good parts, right? There are some parts that are solid that I've found so far. I would say most of the new parts seem to be terrible. Like this thing. There it goes. Okay. Now we pull out an actual AC3 part and we go to town. A lot of recolored clone parts with different stats. Yeah. Which, you know, I've said it a lot with AC6, but I will repeat it to death because I stand by this point very strongly. I think that AC6 has great part variety because every part is its own unique thing, right? It doesn't just spam you with a bunch of parts that do the same thing but have slightly different numbers behind them. Like, every part has its own identity within the game, its own reason to run it. And honestly, I think 6 still has some of the best build variety in the series, even with like a lower numerical amount of parts. Just saying. Because the parts are all so unique to one another. It's great. An AC game can actually have too many parts. Yeah, it seems like a lot of them are just redundant and there for the sake of having more, right? Am I gonna have to shoot that? Yeah. My precious bullets. What else? We're still at 32% remaining. Although, we had a little resupply car that I would have to backtrack to go and get. And give you 2 refills? Oh. I'll just go grab it now. I'll go backtrack. I need more burst handgun ammo, right? I need more ammo for the best gun in the game. Alright, where's my friend? Ah, hello.
Checking status.
Look at all that beautiful handgun ammo. I'm ready to go and shred through the rest of the mission with it. That's the open. I genuinely couldn't tell until I was like super close to it. Whoops. Hello? Oh, next door. Shit. Yep, this handgun is garbage. That's another thing about AC6 that I say. The game doesn't have garbage parts. At least not weapons. Some of the internal parts are garbage and just objectively bad, but AC6 doesn't have a single, like, completely garbage weapon. I can give it that. It doesn't have any weapons as bad as this burst handgun that I have right now. At worst, C tier? Maybe D. But even then, like, every weapon in 6, even like the lowest low tier, can be good if applied in like a very specific build in the right way. Like, everything is viable in some regard in 6. You just have to, like, know what you're doing with it. Know how to get some use out of it. Because, like, the Curtis, which I would say is maybe currently the worst or one of the worst guns in 6. Like, just that Chapter 1 linear rifle. Even that thing is good if you just use it in the right scenario. Like, you can make a stagger punish build out of those. That's actually really not that bad. Like, it's completely viable. But you just have to be, like, very specific in how you apply it, you know? This thing might kill me. I underestimated it off the rip, but I have the Gen 3 chain gun. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, you're kidding me. I should have gone back for another resupply and repair. I thought I was done. The thing said 0% remaining. Oh, son of a bitch.
Raven, I released the lock.
I'm dead anyway. God damn it. No. That's a long mission too. Oh God. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I'll just do it again. No actual game over? I almost wished for a game over. I would have taken that over minus 40k. Yeah, so weapon, right? It's not gonna be this. I like that I knew that that thing was gonna be bad, but I did it anyway. And sure enough, it was terrible. I kind of want to stick with this laser rifle just because I like it over the machine gun, stylistically and stuff. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I've got the chain gun for like ammo, and there's a double resupply here. I'm gonna drop a save just so that I don't have to edit again. When Armored Core says a mission is complete, 50% of the time it ain't done. You'd think I would know better, right? I've played all the games, including spin-offs. I've 100%ed almost half of them at this point. You'd think I would know. By now, I still don't know. Anyway, give me a minute. I need a piss break. So, I'll be back in a minute. Feel free to get up, get a drink, snack, bathroom break, whatever you want to do real quick while I'm up. Feel free to do it. When I get back, I'll blast through the mission and then through the rest of the campaign. Honestly, I remember the Silent Line campaign being pretty short, so I might be able to finish it today. I don't fully remember how long it was, but I might be able to. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. All right, I'm back. I'm ready. I got this. It's gonna be, especially this time, I will remember that I have 2 resupplies. And I'll know that the mission isn't actually done. Oops. I did it again. I'll know that the mission isn't actually done when it says it is. That's what I was gonna say. I officially have over 1 million credits in AC3 Portable. I didn't think I would recover from going into debt. No, in Gen 3, by the time that you're in the late game, it gives you so many credits. Especially if you're doing the arena. So many. Honestly, maybe I should go do the arena. I was like, yeah, I'll save it. I'll break it up. Last through one thing at a time. But I would get a lot of credits and be able to buy some better parts. Because Silent Line's campaign is much more difficult than its arena. Silent Line's arena, I actually think, is easier than 3's. At least from what I remember. I thought it was a lot easier than 3's back when I played it. I just passed a part. Oh, hold on. Do I go back for it? Because, like, every mission in this game has, like, a special requirement, so I'll probably have to replay anyway. It's possible that this is an exception. Oh, shit. I missed a part somewhere. Oh. Hello. Oops. Is that shielding? I don't think I've ever actually used it. It seems like it would be good for a tank build. Not for a whole lot else. Post singular letters before the narcs catch you. The singular letters you'll never get away with. Streamlabs is always here. He's waiting for one of you to slip up. He is just sitting here preying on your downfall. Weapons can be destroyed. It's so bullshit that your weapons can be destroyed in this game. Actually, I'll grab a resupply now. Hold on. No reason for it. I mean, we're not at Last Raven levels. to be fair, here in Silent Line, but it's not a fun thing when it happens. It's really not a fun thing. Where the hell is my resupply car? Is he okay? I just saw the level not loaded in. Hello. He never even left the first door. He never started moving in the first place. Oh, wow. I pretty much get full ammo back for the laser rifle. The Last Ravens, yeah. And then Last Raven just took it to such an unfun extreme. Like, it's charming that it's there, but honestly, Last Raven is the last game that needed that system to be there, where your parts taking enough damage will destroy them. That, like, it could have worked. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe in other AC games. Not in Last Raven. That was not the game to do that. Absolutely not the game for it. Last Raven had enough going on in terms of just being overly punishing to the player. Oh, those are below, not above. I'll grab a resupply now? No. No. Although, the truck is still gonna be, like, all the way back there. It's gonna be a very not fun backtrack to go and get it. But, if it's available, and I've cleared out the enemies, mostly, hold on. I'm gonna get it to 0% and I'm gonna go back for it so that I can kill enough of these ACs to fulfill the requirement. Of course, the last one has to be to have more than one hidden part per mission. I think that's probably true. At least, like, to have it commonly, that's definitely true. There's... yeah, you'd think I would remember, because I did all hidden parts. I think that might just be true. Like, really thinking about it. I don't remember previous games having multiple hidden parts per mission. One of them could have had it, and I'm just forgetting. But I don't know. Not for 100% certain, at least. 3 had missions with multiple? I know that 3 had missions that had, like, a hidden part and OP Intensify and stuff like that, but did it have... actually, I think it did have a couple, at least, that had, like, a special requirement and one just hidden in the map to pick up. Oh, there you are. You finally decided to start moving.
Checking status.
Destroy massive MT. Was there one just in the map on that one? Yeah, I'm also not counting just like OP Intensify requirements. Oh, just hidden map parts. Like purely to pick up in the map. That I would... unless I'm misremembering, that definitely sounds true to me. See if I can... yeah, that's the one I shot out. Alright. I got 3 of these guys. It's in the bag. Full AP, basically full ammo. I got this one. Considering how long I held out the first time, it shouldn't be that bad. I also have my chain gun. This thing is never not incredibly useful. This is what the Armored Core 6 chain gun should have been, the shoulder-mounted one. This is the sort of thing I was hoping it would be. But unfortunately, the new AC-6 shoulder Gatling is garbage. Not garbage. Nothing in AC-6 is garbage. But it's not good. Like, it's not particularly strong in terms of that game's like available part selection. It's fine, it overheats so fast. That's the problem with it, is that it overheats so quickly you barely get to fire it. And it's like, what's the point of bringing a chain gun if it overheats after like 20 bullets? Where's the fun in that, FromSoft? Explain to me.
Raven, I released the lock.
I hope 6 gets inside and extension parts. Maybe an expansion, but they definitely won't add like entire part categories just as parts of like patches the way they added the new stuff. But also, 6 doesn't really need like insides, or maybe insides, but definitely not extensions, because like the expansions pretty much just fill that role, even though they're very limited. Maybe just new expansions. Like new OS tuning expansions. Because, like, those are basically, what's it? Basically extensions.
Prototype destroyed.
But there's like, what, 4 of them, right? I think it's 4. Also, Damien, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. So just having more would be good. More options. But then how do you make, like, I'm trying to think of extensions from old games that you could add in. And it's like, how do you make, I don't know. Well, the quick turning, like, boosters, you just straight up, like, you wouldn't add that. Because quick turn is a mechanic already that no one uses, but it's there. Gigas. Oh my god. 4? Hold on. I have 4 new parts to go and check out in the garage from that mission. Right arm part. CWGG. Double G. Hold on. CW double G. Oh, there's a few of these. HLR ALX. What are you? Handheld rocket launcher. Yes, please. It's a little heavy. I'll work it out. Hold on. Back part Gigas. A Tekken character that they are not bringing back because they're bastards. But to be honest, you don't really need Jack and Gigas in the same game. Where the hell? Ah, there it is. High explosive missiles. Hello, Gigas. Only 4 shots? It's fine. It's fine. Goddamn. I skipped that one so fast. I'm trying to pause on it. The third one I skipped really quickly, trying to open the garage again, because I expected to only get 2. There. Core part? Wait. I got a new core? Is it cool? CCM. Is that it? No, that's not it. OV Axe. This one. Ringed with a solid ammo EO function. EO? Solid ammo, I'm assuming orbits, right? EO. Oh yeah, exceed orbit. For some, okay, ignore me. Exceed orbit. Yeah, you'd think I would know. And then another back part, hold on. The weight I can work out in a second. MWR AR603. AR603. Triple fire small rockets. Is that like burst fire? Because normally when it says triple fire, it means burst. As far as the weight goes, I could drop Moonlight maybe. Like if I used, no, that would still be pretty heavy. It is a lot lighter, but it's still pretty heavy. But I might want that for firepower. The only burst weapon that doesn't suck? Oh. And then legs. Any legs that can carry this? Yes! Found it. Found my legs. I think it'll be worth it. God, those legs look slow as shit. Hold on. Do I have the highest boost power booster? I do, okay. Had to be sure. Because I'm about to need it. Well, that's a lot of new parts equipped all at once. I think I'll test these in the arena. Hold on. I'll get a little arena progress going. Giga Chad legs? I agree. I'm still in the E ranks of the arena, so this is a good place to test, I think. Unafraid to meet her opponents head on. 7th Heaven's AC is capable of both withstanding punishment and meeting it out. Meeting. Meeting. Dispense or allot justice. Okay. The combination of her piloting abilities and self-confidence have been the downfall of many arena hopefuls. Not this arena hopeful. Look at those legs. And look at all the firepower strapped to this guy. With solid round orbits, keep in mind. This is about to be the goofiest shit that I've done in Gen 3 so far. This is a manual aim rocket launcher. Would have been good to know a bit ago. Strong damage. Maybe needs more than 4 rounds. Oh, okay. Aha, this isn't manual aim. What a strange build. Where did that rocket go? There. I don't like a lot of these weapons. I don't like many of them. I gotta say. The handheld rocket is absolutely the first to go. I don't like that thing. Give me back my laser. Alright. Honestly, the rockets and missiles can stay. I got paid 13K. How many credits do I have? 90. I can almost buy that new headpiece. Almost. What do you mean getting into the Christmas spirit? Honestly, if I didn't have a video coming out tomorrow and I knew that it was on Christmas Day, I probably, like, I wouldn't have realized that Christmas was so soon until, like, today. A pilot with very few arena victories to his name, and an even worse mission completion record. He's convinced that he possesses great talent, but his performance doesn't bear this out. Target acquisition issues prevent advancement. That's unfortunate. But military district, best map, best arena map of all the early generations. For sure. For sure. Best arena map of early gen right here. Whoa! Yep, Titan rockets, good. For sure. The tracking on them is so annoying. I'm so, like, I hate them. So now I'm really liking using them. Having 6 is badass. I am absolutely here for this. What fanfare was thinking ambushing me? Huh? Oh, fanfare. Oh, the AC pilot. The AC pilot. I was like, what? Oh, hold on. I've missed emails again. We appreciate your help on that last mission, Raven. The reconnaissance team was able to retrieve information from the controller's databanks, and we're analyzing it now. We hope the information will provide us with the satellite weapon's current position in orbit, as well as a means to take control of it. Once we have control of the satellite, exploration and development of the Silent Line region can commence. We will be in touch. We've just been informed that Mirage has completed their analysis of the information obtained from the controller's databanks. Our main concern is that they may be able to use what they've learned to gain control of the satellite. If that should happen, they would be able to monopolize the Silent Line and even turn the weapon against us if they wanted. We must take measures to ensure that this doesn't happen. Mirage is sorely mistaken if they think we'll just stand by and do nothing. Raven, I hope we can count on your support in this matter. Sure. Making it this far is very commendable, but I think you've just about reached your limits. My recommendation, go back to bottom feeding before you get hurt. This guy's gonna get hit with Titan missiles, and he's not gonna know what happened. They're gonna come out of nowhere. He won't be ready for it. I was gonna buy that headpiece. Yep, thank you. Give me the new headpiece. That wacky looking, there it is. I wanted that headpiece for crab cake, but because of the like leg piece thing, like getting the new parts for certain leg types, or actually I'm doing the arena right now. I could go back to crab legs for the time being. I don't know if any of them can carry this much weight. I don't think they can, but I took some weight off when I changed the rocket out, so there's a chance. It's one of the best heads regardless. Well, I'll take it then. No, none of the crab legs can carry this much weight. Hello, Gimlet. Using whatever means necessary to win, Gimlet is not known for his grace under fire. He expends ammunition at a breakneck pace and could care less about what others think of his strategy. Mileage and Gimlet have a long-running dispute and do not get along. Oh. A bit high in energy drain, but it's got all features and decent AP and defense. I just thought it would be good for crab cake, but if it's just a good head all around, that only makes it better. Try as you might to dodge the Titan, you won't. Honestly, the solid round orbits are very helpful for stuff like this, where my turn speed is a little limited right now. I know you didn't just do that. This laser rifle is good. It's Gigas. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Gigas. It is just the Titan with more ammo, but Gigas. It has a better name, doesn't it? The no regen is unfortunate, but it's pretty good. Because of his loathing for waste in any form, he does his best to choose targets with care and only fires his weapons when a hit is assured. He and Gimlet have very different views regarding tactics and do not get along. I wonder why. Has a goofier name, so it's better. It is literally just better. It's the same weapon with 2 more shots. But yeah. Better name is the main reason that it's better, of course. Boom. Boom. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can't turn that fast. Oh. So I can cosplay as Megas XLR and it's all the missiles mode is an act of terrorism. There should have been just more missiles. I think that's what this game needs, personally. More missiles. Is this Gimlet? Yeah. No way someone like you could defeat me. This must be some kind of mistake. I demand a rematch. No. Nope. Congratulations on reaching the arena's D ranks. We've prepared a... Okay, hold on. M70 AC back part. Is it just M70 or is it M70 AC? There's a difference. I would get rid of the burst rockets, if anything. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, is it in the shop? Back unit. No? Am I blind? Hold on. I must have passed it in the garage. Oh, wait a second. I didn't pass it. I didn't pass it. I just got confused. Mid-size rockets, 70 rounds. Better attack power, better ammo, better range. They're heavier. Why not? Do you use analog patch? I do not. I play on just the old school controls. And fighting him again and kicking his ass a second time, he doesn't deserve the rematch. Calamity derives enjoyment from tricking her opponents with well-timed feints and attacks. To her, outwitting an opponent is the ultimate achievement. As clever as she has been known to falter when the tables are turned. Such as when I fire off the Gigas and there's no escape. Stronger if you actually hit all 3 per shot. I'm probably barely gonna use them anyway. They're kind of just there, to be honest. Hold on. Oops. Oh, these fire fast, though. Ow, ow, ow. Hold on. Slow down. I was playing with my new rocket. No respect in this arena, clearly. Elden Ring is an allegory for World War I? What? What alien fell from space in World War I? I thought that was supposed to be World War II. Or so I've been told. From people who are probably trustworthy, right? Oh, I can't even afford it. I'm probably still... I need it for my collection. I need it for my collection. Even if I'm not going to use that head, it is a part that exists. They don't want us to know. They don't. Equipped with a wide selection of weapon types, Rotation's true dilemma is choosing which one to use and when. All too often, he'll become so bogged down trying to settle on the best choice for the situation that any advantage is quickly lost. He'll never last against the Gigas strats. The aliens are foreign powers. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. One of my uncles is like an unironic aliens in World War II believer. Oh wait, he has... Oh no. Oh no. Wait, the tables have turned. Ow! Alright, you get the laser rifle then, because I just need to kill you faster now. Ow! No, I was trying to avoid it. No. But yeah, every time that I go to an event for that side of the family and he's there, he talks to me about it because I humor him. I don't tell him that he's batshit crazy. And so it's an experience every time. The last time I got informed about how Eisenhower made a deal with the aliens to let them take American citizens to experiment on, and how the aliens aren't actually outer space aliens. They're actually human beings coming back from the future. I think either my rifle got destroyed or I dropped it accidentally. One or the other. I'm gonna assume it got shot off because I haven't accidentally dropped stuff yet, so I doubt I did it there. Yeah, that's my crazy uncle. We all have one. Right? We all have that one extended family member. Stereotypically, it's an uncle. But we all have that one family member that's just kind of like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right? Like they lost the plot a long time ago. We've all got one. That's just mine. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. If you don't know who it is, it's you. Exactly. My uncle thinks cancer is caused by fungus. What? Cancer fungus? The plot of the book, All Tomorrows? Hold on. Is that true? Hold on. Summary. Centuries following the terraforming and colonization of Mars, there's a brief interplanetary war. After both planets make peace, large-scale colonization is carried out by genetically engineered humans called Star People. Humans then encounter a malevolent and superior alien species. The aliens' religion motivates them to remake the universe through genetic engineering. Short war follows in which humanity is defeated. The aliens bioengineer the surviving humans as punishment into a range of exotic forms, many of them unintelligent. After 40 million years of domination, they leave the galaxy, leaving the altered humans to evolve on their own. The engineered humans range from worm-like humans to insectivores and modular cell-based species. The book follows the progress of these new humans as they either go extinct or regain sapience. One species eventually replaces their bodies with mechanical forms. Where's the bit about... Hold on. Oh. Wait. Who's in a patriarchal cult? Nice. Is it Top G, or sorry, what's it? Hustlers University, that's what it's called, never mind. Is that the sexist patriarchal cult, by chance? That's a pretty common one. Is that a bad joke? Am I good? That's probably fine. Here to thank you for your reviews since they finally got me to play Armored Core. This is the second time now. I started last week and I'm on Armored Core 2. Welcome. They are bizarrely addictive. Like, you see them and you're like, okay, mech game. You start playing them and you're like, oh, I can just play this for hours. Like, it kind of just keeps going, even though I'm just doing the same thing over and over again, and I know that I'm just doing the same thing. The time just goes and goes, and it keeps going. But welcome, thank you. Have you by chance played Ace Combat or Metal Gear? Because if the answer to either of those is no, let me further your gaming addictions. Let me continue to cause problems. Wink wonk. Playlists are on the channel. Has deserved far more love than it's historically gotten. What was I gonna say? It's getting it now, right? Like, it's catching up because of 6. Like, it started to catch up because of just the hype cycle of 6 with like I'm part of that, right? Like, someone who jumped in before it even came out because the trailers made me curious enough. But now that 6 is out, it's like really started to get a lot more love. I was one of those telling people about it and they were like, never heard of it. Oh, I had never heard of it before the trailer. Absolutely not. Compares operating his AC to riding a wild, untamed bronco. The high perform... Someone hit the spacebar in the wrong spot. The high performance booster and generator equipped on the unit make it extremely agile, but as the pilot himself is willing to admit, perfecting the controls takes time. Someone was typing too fast. They were in a rush to get this shit put out the door. Oh, man. That's probably the best typo so far. Just the space put in the wrong spot. I thought I would play for shorter bursts, then I end up playing for hours. Yeah. I've played all Metal Gear, but I'm not hearing Ace Combat. Take your time with Armored Core. Come back for the next AC. I'm telling you. I'll get you hooked on another one that YouTube has gotten me hooked on. Trust me, because it's kind of the same thing. It's like, oh yeah, just fly plane around. Like, that'll be fun for a little bit. And then you just fly plane around for, you know, 4 hours. Some days. Oh, that was a beauty shot. This laser rifle is good. I'm glad that I have been trying all the different parts at least. I found some winners. Not many, but some. All others are posers. The old Assassin's Creed were good for their time. Right? Yeah, I'll stick by that. Like Assassin's Creed 1 when it came out, you know, it was novel. It had some things going for it. I do maybe need to evaluate my arms. Because these arms, I think I was just using them for weight more than anything. Those are a lot like the arms in 6. I can't remember. I was using them yesterday during the PvP stream. I can't remember the name. Maybe I just go for heavy arms. Maybe that's the play. Oh, those look pretty heavy. Those have an insane amount of armor points and defense points. Those could be, yeah, not arm weapons. I sure loved some of the bosses. I think no transfer is honestly the way to go. Like some of the games have some stuff that's fun with transferring saves, like Silent Line, being able to play it with Human Plus, which I never did before, has been nice. But for the most part, I stand by no transfer being the way to go, having tried it for most of the generations now. Known for both his flamboyant combat presentations and AC color scheme, this pilot is a fan favorite. Nothing excites them more than witnessing one of his spectacular missile salvos. His opponents are usually less enthusiastic. Does give it to you at 99% completion. Yeah, and at that point, I mean, thanks, right? The energy drains so much more in 2. Does it? I don't think I really... Well, I used the Karasawa, actually. I was about to say... Oh, wait, I'm overweight. I didn't know. You didn't tell me. Lord have mercy. Titan missiles, where are you? They'll save me, right? Surely. Oh, no. These missiles are destroying me. It's so over. Okay. Maybe the arms were a little too heavy. Maybe a little too heavy. I almost went bankrupt in this game because of how much damage everything's dealing to me. AC2's economy is one of the tighter ones. I think it's one of the things that I really liked about that game, to be honest. Like, one of the reasons that when I played AC2, I was like, yeah, this is some good shit. I honestly think a lot of that is that the economy was tighter. I personally prefer having an economy that's a little more strict in these games. Like, if feeling like you're trying to budget out your build and like make the most out of a limited amount of credits, for me, is when I feel like the building process is the most interesting. So I think that's one of the large reasons that I really liked AC2. Along with just, it had a good campaign. It had a great arena. Might still have my favorite arena, to be honest. Human Plus isn't needed. No, I got through without it just fine, right? Like, having it is fun. Honestly, the game is still plenty challenging even with it. It doesn't feel like I'm overpowered or anything like that now that I have it. But you definitely don't need it. And not having it definitely makes, or just doing a new save in general, you get that more interesting aspect. Oh, I lost, bullshit. More interesting aspect out of the builds. Oh, the one where you have to run after the transport. Yep. That'll do it. Am I going to get the re-released 9-ball Seraph model kit? I'm not someone who's big into... Oh, there's the boosters. There we go. Big into, like, collectible stuff like that. So I probably won't. But I do think it's cool that they're doing model kits again. For 6. Oh, God. Because 6's art direction is really damn good. Like, they have a lot of great material for stuff like that. I definitely like that they're doing it again for people who do collect stuff like that. It's really nice that they're bringing that back. Since Another Age's economy is janky, would it still be fun if I import my AC2 save? I would say don't do it. I'm gonna say don't do it. Personally. Only because Another Age's economy is janky. It definitely falls apart pretty quick because it's 100 missions long. Like, of course, they can't really keep the economy controlled for very long. But yeah, it starts you off with some credits. I think all the expansions do, if I'm not mistaken. Like, start you with a decent bit of credits. And yeah, it'll fall apart at a certain point. But at least having that sort of, like, budgeting aspect there for the beginning helps to make that portion of the game more interesting, because otherwise you just kind of blast straight through it and nothing is really happening, to be honest. Because there's not a story in Another Age, frankly. That wants a 100-hour, 200-mission AC game. You're definitely not the only one. Personally, I don't want it. I think Another Age suffers from the amount of missions that it has a lot. You take long enough to take down things. You can't move around as much because new mech with default generator and the like. That many missions would mean a lot of repeats. Good assumption. Yes. Yes. A heartless raven who delights in the suffering of others. He's disliked by most of his peers because of his unsportsmanlike conduct and is a frequent target of pilots looking to teach him a lesson in humility. Yeah, just because Another Age exists and is like the one, actually, there's another good example. I'll rewind to that in a second. But because of Another Age especially, I'm very hesitant towards them making an AC game that has that many missions. However, and this is, hear me out, okay? Armored Core fans who have been around for a long time. Hear me out now. Armored Core 5. End of statement, thank you. No. Armored Core 5 has what? I think like 91 missions? If I'm not mistaken. I think it has 10 story missions and 81 side missions, right? I played all the side missions as I played through the game. I played all 91 when I did the review. It felt nowhere near as bad to me as Another Age. Maybe just because I really like Gen 5's mechanics, to be honest. But it didn't feel as bad there. Even though there was a ton of reuse. The side missions were really short and sweet. That's true. They were very short. Like, those side missions are all kind of like, go in, here's your targets. A bunch of them are literally just like an AC battle. Or maybe even like a 1v2 AC fight. And then that's the whole thing. But I liked it there. To be honest, it didn't feel anywhere near as bad. What are my thoughts on reselling stuff at full price? Depends what we're talking about. And the kind of condition that it's in. Unable to swim, this pilot equips his AC with hover leg parts to avoid any and all contact with water. No other pilot is as adept in the use of hover legs as Prominence. His fear of water has had a beneficial side effect. See, now that's some goofy... I like personality like that. Very few people have as much Gen 5 affection as you. Oh, I know. I know. There's definitely not many people out there who have as much of an enjoyment for the Gen 5 games as me. And by the way, for people who don't know the lore, I allude to it here and there, but I don't really talk about it much because it's not really a big deal. Looking back at it, I mean, it kind of was, but I'm just over it at this point. Like, it pissed me off a good bit when it happened, but I'm just over it now. The lore behind me upsetting Armored Core Twitter, when I talk about that, like how I sparked a controversy in Armored Core Twitter, it was my Armored Core 5 video. And I thought that video would be controversial, but I didn't expect like actual Armored Core Twitter to be so pissed off by it. And I really didn't expect that the controversial part would be what it was. Because if you weren't around at the time and you don't know the lore behind this, what happened wasn't that Armored Core Twitter was upset that I liked Gen 5. They were upset that I said that Gen 5 seemed to be the majority of people's least favorite. That's what set off Armored Core Twitter. And just brought on this, like, bombardment of... Not even bombardment, because it wasn't actually... Hold on. Can I pull it up? It's probably so long ago that I'm going to struggle to pull it up. It wasn't even really... A bombardment's kind of exaggerated. But... what happened was... There's this guy in the Armored Core community who's pretty big, right? He's a pretty large figure in the space. And he essentially responded to my thing, just saying like, this is kind of a black sheep in the series for a lot of people. And he was like, this is why new people coming into the Armored Core space, acting like they know what they're talking about, acting like they, yeah, that's the right way to put it. I was trying to correct myself, but I said it right the first time, is a really bad thing. Because these people, and it, like, again, he didn't at me on it. He didn't like quote tweet me on it, but the guy follows me, and I don't even remember how I came across it the first time, but I did. He follows me on Twitter, and somehow I came across this. after not knowing that it was happening for like the first day of it. So none of it was actually pinging me, but it was essentially like Armored Core Twitter, like taking screenshots of my videos or my tweets and like posting it and being like, this guy is a fucking idiot. This guy has no clue what he's talking about. And everyone was like, actually, Gen 5 was very beloved. It's just that people nowadays like to act like they didn't like it. And I was like, dude, the people in my comments and stream chats generally really don't like this game. Like, I have gotten the impression that people really don't like it. I wonder if it's someone I've known from the old days. It's someone who's been around for a very long time. I'm almost tempted. No, I don't want to say who it was because I don't want to start that shit again in any sense. But I was, for a second there, I was like, you know, maybe I say who it was just because, like, this was on their public Twitter, right? Like, the guy wasn't being shy about it. It was out there, but yeah, I'm not going to. Anyway, back part, BM60I or 1, I don't know. How dare you have an opinion on Armored Core after playing every game in the series? One of the tweets in particular that I remember, it's easy to find. I don't know what you're talking about. One of the tweets in particular that I remember was, he was like, even if you've played all the games, if you haven't been around throughout the series' history, you don't understand the series the way that the rest of us do. It was something to that extent. He was like, even if you've played all the games, you still don't know because you haven't been around the community. And I was like, I don't know what more you want from me. Like, I come in, I go and I even do the spin-offs, right? Like, the games that people didn't even think I would do, I did. I did a deep dive on all of it. And I still don't know what I'm talking about. I've engaged with the community for like 3 months straight. I still don't know, apparently. Travel back in time and play it in the past. It was just really stupid. What really set me off with it when I was pissed about it at first was that there was all this shit talk happening about me on Armored Core Twitter, but none of it was pinging me. Like, it was all done in a way that I wouldn't see it. Like, in a way that I wouldn't, theoretically, like, I don't know if this was the thought. It probably wasn't. I don't know why it was all done without pinging me. But, because, like, quote retweet is a thing, right? But for the most part, I think there was like one quote retweet, but that was it. And there was a lot of it. It was just one tweet that was a quote retweet of mine. I think that's actually how I found it in the first place, was there was one quote retweet from me, which is where Jess is like, it's easy to find because someone quote retweeted it, and then you can enter the rabbit hole from there if you find that one. That's right, it was a new back part. I was like, what was I doing? I'm so sidetracked by this tangent, admittedly. But yeah, what I found upsetting about it was that they didn't even like do it in a way that pinged me. Like, it was all kind of meant to be hidden from me. I was like, what? Why would you do it that way? Like, if you're going to publicly talk shit about me on your platform, at least just do it in a way that I'm gonna know. Don't try to sneak it past me. Like, what's wrong with you? BM60. There it was. Releases cluster bombs. This isn't the little, like, landmine cluster bomb that I saw that one AC using, is it? The exact same thing happened to 4th gen too. He's just gatekeep. I definitely got the impression that it was just gatekeeping. Because, like, pretty much from the start, I got a lot of comments. To be fair, there were some with 4th gen too, just nowhere near as many as 5th gen. In terms of, like, there were so many comments from people who really didn't like those generations. Hold on. After being betrayed by a raven who he thought was a friend, Solo decided it was time to strike out on his own. He no longer accepts missions that require him to work alongside others, and now cooperates, or sorry, he doesn't cooperate, that's the whole thing. And now operates an AC more conducive to solitary combat. Haters talk shit to you. I guess that's true. Someone linked my Twitter. It's in the description if you're looking for it. Like, I have all the links down there. They were upset, he says, about Twitter. Look, I know that's kind of their default state of being. But when I got that one quote retweet and it turned out to be a whole rabbit hole, I was like, whoa. What happened? What have I been missing out on? And I said it back then when I talked about it too on stream, like a few days after. But I did what was probably like the dumbest thing that I could do when I found that rabbit hole. And I sat there and read all of it. Like, the smart thing to do when I come across that would have been to just, like, you know, close it, try to forget that it's even there. But no, I sat there and I read it. And it was crazy. Oh my god, I'm out of ammo. My cluster missile just hit the ceiling. I have a howitzer. Shit. That was me being stupid. 100%ed Gen 4 and 5 because robots blowing up other robots was peak. I like Gen 4 is my second favorite gen. Gen 5 is not in my top 3 generations. But I think that that's more... the missions of Gen 5 could have been handled better. Like, I think the actual content of the game is what's lacking in Gen 5. Verdict Day has a good campaign, but Verdict Day's campaign is so short compared to actual Armored Core 5. What's there is good. It was quality over quantity. Gen 5 was just quantity. Or sorry, not Gen 5. So I keep saying it. Armored Core 5 was just quantity. Verdict Day had quality, but it was way shorter. 5 was just really long, and it was all just like short, sweet, like go here, shoot thing, you're done. And like, it's fun, but compared to the rest of the games, it's not the same. But Gen 5's mechanics were good. Like, there was some good shit there. And honestly, Armored Core 5, despite having worse missions and a worse structure, took advantage of those mechanics better than Verdict Day did. Verdict Day is better overall. But 5 did a better job actually utilizing the new mechanics than Verdict Day did, I felt. Gen 4 is not your second favorite? It is. Because, like, AC4 was, like, the campaign in AC4, if I'm being honest, is not very good. It's, like, serviceable. It's better than Armored Core 5's campaign, I would say. If we're including the side missions with 5, which I do. But it's really nothing more than, like, yeah, it does what it's supposed to, and it doesn't really do anything more than that. It's fine. It gets the job done. But when I played 4, I still got kind of addicted to it while I was playing it. Like, I blasted through it super fast because I was like, oh my god, the game is just so fucking fun. For Answer, I barely got to play because the game is so short if you just do one playthrough. I did do 2 playthroughs, but I ended up on the same story path again somehow by the end of it. So I've only seen one of the endings personally. Although I do have an idea of what the other 2 are, like essentially. I don't know the exact details, but like I have the idea. What was I about to say? But yeah, Gen 4, like 4 Answer feels so much better. 4 Answer has the quality that 4 is missing. That's what I was ultimately about to say. I wasn't just going to talk about length. Why? I lost the train of thought in the middle of it. 4 Answer is what 4 should have been. It's just like the mechanics are there, the structure is there, the storytelling is there. The world is interesting. The characters are good. Like, it actually brought it together, whereas 4 just kind of like had good mechanics and that was it. This lightweight AC design suits the pilot to a T, providing him with the speed he needs in order to execute close-in attacks with his favorite weapon, the blade. When unable to close on an opponent, the dual chain guns are brought to bear. Yeah, I don't want to mess with those, like, at all. I know what those will do. Does make you want to play more than once on hard and stuff. Yeah, and there's hard mode. I forget that's the thing, too. Armored Core will be in Super Robot Wars, and world peace will have been achieved. I had someone someone asked me, like, do I like Ace Combat more than Armored Core? Because someone who's watched both of the review series noticed, and I feel like a lot of people might have noticed, or at least people who, like, watched the AC series more recently, or just really paid attention to the scores I gave at the end. But someone asked me if I liked Ace Combat more than Armored Core, because the scores were way higher, like, across the board so far. And it's like, do I like... Hold on. I'm trying to phrase this in a way that makes sense. Like, it makes sense to me, so I'm trying to be like, does that make sense if I say it out loud? And you can't hear my thoughts. It's like, if I compare how much I like Armored Core 1 to Air Combat, I liked Air Combat more than I liked Armored Core 1. If I compare how much I like Ace Combat 2 to, like, Project Phantasma, I definitely like Ace Combat 2 more than Project Phantasma. Like, if you apply the early entries to each other, and you just compare them, like, game to game, then yeah, I generally like Ace Combat more. But, like, as a whole series so far, I personally like Armored Core more than I like Ace Combat, but I feel like the individual games in the Ace Combat series are better than the individual games in the Armored Core series. I feel like they're more well made. I feel like they're more addictive in a game-to-game sense. But as an entire franchise so far, the first 5 Ace Combat games as a whole, like as one group, I don't like those as much as I like Armored Core as a franchise. You know what like, it's weird to describe it. It's kind of just a personal preference, honestly. I think the Ace Combat games are better games. But I personally enjoy Armored Core a little more, if that makes sense. Ace Combat didn't take as long to come into its own as Armored Core did. That helps a lot. Like, Ace Combat, dude, Ace Combat 2, they had it figured out. They were like, this is the game, this is what we're doing, and they did it. And, like, they pulled it off. It felt good. It felt great in Ace Combat 2, right? It was just like, second game, boom, they had it. In a way that, like, Armored Core didn't quite have it until, like, Armored Core 3, which is the 6th game. You know what I mean? Like, they got the ball rolling sooner than Armored Core did. And I think that that's probably just what the scores are reflecting, is I'm just like, yeah, that, like, I look at what they wanted to do, and I look at how it came out, and I'm like, shit, they kind of got it right away. Not right away. Air combat had problems, but, like, by Ace 2, it was like, oh, yeah, they're doing it. Ace 3, a little more rocky, in my opinion. Ace 4? Shit. They really got it by then. He hates Armored Core, get him. This can be my new, like, the meme with me hating Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. If I go on this tangent one too many times, it will become I hate Armored Core as well. Appropriately named, Iron Man normally gives his opponents a chance to get in a few hits before retaliating. He does this to give them the impression that they've gained the upper hand, when in fact, nothing could be further from the truth. I see that Gatling gun. I see arm weapons. I'm a little scared. I'd pay 500 quid for a remaster of Ace Combat 0. Oh, speaking of, I put up the public post. I've been saying it on stream too. But tomorrow, by the way, oh, I haven't said it since like the very beginning. Merry Christmas Eve. Again. I keep forgetting, like, you know, because people come in and out. But Christmas Eve is today. I keep forgetting that. Coincidentally, just because tomorrow is a Monday, I do have a video going up at the normal time tomorrow morning. It's an Ace Combat video. It's not Ace Combat 0. I haven't played it yet. I've said it on stream the last couple days, and like patrons and members knew like last week at this point that I was playing it. But Ace Combat Advance review tomorrow. And honestly, for some people it might just be like, why the fuck is he reviewing Ace Combat Advance? But I said it in the community post I put up today. It is genuinely my favorite video that I've made in a minute. Like, the video came out really well. Like, really well. For your most controversial opinion ever, what's your favorite Christmas movie? I have a pretty good Christmas movie taste. Every single time that I say it, or sorry, every time I get asked this, I'm like obligated to say, before I give my real answer, that it's Die Hard. Because some people, when you say that Die Hard is your favorite Christmas movie, they're like, that's not a it's Die Hard. Anyway, my real favorite Christmas movie, like being completely genuine, is Jingle All the Way. That shouldn't be a bad take. It's not like a super common pick that I hear a lot. It shouldn't be a bad take. It's such a good Christmas movie. It's great. It's funny. And Die Hard is a Christmas movie, you're goddamn right. Absolutely. Its motivation for joining the Raven Order is to exact revenge on the one responsible for slaughtering his family all those years ago. The need to see that justice is served supersedes all else. Given his steady progress, Zero's days seem to be numbered. Oh, Zero slaughtered his family? Is that what I just got? That's what I just got. Muppets Christmas Carol. Jingle All the Way is pretty funny. I love Jingle All the Way. I feel like it's a slept-on Christmas movie nowadays. Home Alone. I feel like Home Alone is a classic everywhere. Home Alone 2 is really good as well. Like, Home Alone 2 is one of the only, like, family movies that I feel like actually nailed a sequel. Is it just me, or do family movies always, like, they have one really good movie and then they fall off super hard? Like, even for how much I love Shrek, I gotta say it, Shrek 1 is a banger. Shrek 2, solid. 3 and on goes completely to shit. Absolutely falls apart. I love Shrek, but like, it wasn't the same after the first movie. family movies almost never are. Home Alone 3 would like to talk? Yeah. Home Alone after 2? Like, Home Alone 2? Good. Like, genuinely still good. Maybe, like, I would say it's probably about as good as the first. Like, it's probably on par with the original movie. It kind of just kept pace with it, right? But then 3 and 4. Apparently there's 5 now. The last one that I saw was the 4th one. And even then, I was late to the party on the 4th one. Like, it took me a while to even know that there was a 4th one. Home Alone, after they got rid of, what's his name? I can't remember his name. McCulkin? What's his first name? After they got rid of the original kid, completely fell apart. I don't know if there's a correlation there. I haven't seen Puss in Boots 1 or 2. To be fair, I haven't seen them. Shrek 3 is so bad. It's a shame. The first Shrek is one of my favorite animated movies ever. Because it's genuinely funny. Like, as an adult, you watch Shrek and it's like, oh my god, this is actually still funny. Not even like kind of funny. Oh, Macaulay Culkin. Did I say McCulkin? Thinking that was his last name. Macaulay Culkin. Thank you. Yes. Sorry. G's preferred combat style can best be described as in your face. He fears no raven, and this fact becomes readily apparent from the very moment you enter the arena to face him. His matches against Iron Man are always a hit with the crowd. Arm cannons. Kinda scary. Shouldn't be so bad, but kinda scary. Scrooged? Which one is Scrooged again? McCulkin. Wait, dated Mila Kunis. Wait, what? I've never heard this. What was I talking about before? Why was I talking about, like, oh, because I was saying that Home Alone 2 was a good movie. Never mind. I finished my thoughts. I was like, did I need to go back to that? Did I lose it at some point? No, I don't think I did. My favorite anime movie? No, my favorite anime movie is Akira, because I'm a basic bitch. If it's not Akira, it's Princess Mononoke. Maybe still kind of basic bitch, but not as bad. At least it's not Spirited Away, you know? Actually, I didn't say, I'm not a basic bitch at all. I didn't say Spirited Away. I take it back. Never mind, I'm good. The word on the street is that you've had a good run of it lately. Well, that ends now. My grudge with Zero isn't settled yet, and no one is getting past me before I've had a shot at him. I'm assuming I already beat that guy. Maybe I didn't. Your reputation as a skilled mission specialist precedes you, but don't let it go to your head. Here in the arena, you're nothing but a second-rate pilot. It would be my pleasure to show you exactly what I mean. I'll be waiting. Wow. It's married to Brenda Song? Why do I know that name? Like, I can't think of who that is, but I know the name. Oh! 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 They're married? Oh, they are! Since when? When did this happen? What? Huh. Oh, they have children. This happened a bit ago. She was from Sweet Life. And she's seemingly in a lot else that I have not seen. I'll just stick with Sweet Life. Yeah, I'm scrolling it and it doesn't get better. Sweet Life. Getting that every day, lucky ass dude. I still need to see Akira, but for now, my favorite anime movie is Gurren Lagann's second movie. Maybe I need to watch it. I fear falling into the mech rabbit hole further after being so outwardly like, nope, I'm not a mech guy. I just happen to like this one series of obscure mech games. Akira is really good though. It's really good. I'm not a big anime guy, but also, sorry, I saw Bill Murray and now, like, I know that movie. I have seen it. I have seen it. As soon as you said Bill Murray, it all came back to me. I'm not a big anime guy. Like, I watch the super mainstream stuff pretty much. I loosely keep up. The last thing that I watched anime-wise was Chainsaw Man. Yeah, it would have been Chainsaw Man. Like, I don't keep up well, but I keep up a little bit with, like, the super mainstream stuff. So for me, for whatever that opinion is worth, it's Akira or Princess Mononoke. It's definitely Akira, but Mononoke is pretty close. Anyway, it's about that time. So, someday I might try Metal Wolf Chaos. It sounds too good not to. But, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub. Come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing... What are we doing? Ace Combat games on the hardest difficulty. That's actually been going surprisingly well. There were some road bumps, but for the most part, hasn't been that bad. I've been kind of breezing through most of it. Aside from, there are definite road bumps. Anyway. We're doing... What else are we doing? Oh, the Devil May Cry S ranks. S ranking every level of every Devil May Cry game. Yeah. That's been more difficult. But that's also... It's been very satisfying when I do, like, get to the end of a campaign run and I have a full board of S ranks. It's great. Everything outside of that goes between laughing at Dante's antics to wanting to cry. Feel free to come back for any of that. Also, if you enjoyed and you haven't done so already, feel free to leave a like. And before you leave, just to be sure that you're all caught up, there is a video for Christmas Day. It's Ace Combat Advance. Genuinely, my favorite video I've made, probably since the Armored Core 6 video. Like, in terms of just the video itself, it came out really good. So, if you're not caught up on the Ace Combat reviews, it's linked in the pinned comment at the top. Pinned message, sorry, in the chat. Feel free to check that out. If you're interested whatsoever, that is. Other than that, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.